Welcome to the Gilded Troll Plays Avatar Legends, the role-playing game, episode 2. We're still playing
Part 2.
in part 2. It does say part 2. It's part 2.
Just being an ass. I hope you know that.
We're still playing Aaron Wind,
Yeah.
which is one of the modules in Wan Shi Tong's Adventure Guide from Magpie Games. Thank you everyone for the hype train.
Yeah.
And by everyone, I mean Jordan and Steph and Bayless and Moses. Thanks for the hype train.
I did it.
Welcome back, Moses, for 19 months.
Thanks.
Welcome back.
Yeah, it's
welcome back, Steph, for 26 months.
The fuck?
It's a lot of goddamn
Yeah, it
months.
is.
We've been streaming.
And
for
other
3
people
years.
have longer streaks than me.
Yeah,
that's
the
a problem.
funny thing. There we go. Nathan's participating too.
Pretzel.
Yeah, pause pretzel. God, I got so many things to do. Thank you for the gift subs, Jamiller and Mr. Bayless, and welcome. Welcome to the Gilded Troll. Captain McBob, Phoenix Firestar, Classy Librarian, Hawk, Space Junks, and Kimma22. Welcome everyone to the gifted sub. Drop them. Samus is in chat.
Captain McBob is a great name.
Captain McBob. We got them hype Samus. Love me some hype Samus.
Mhm.
I know.
Bayless over here in chat, exclamation point, hello. Sure.
I know how to
It's
command.
just us in chat right now.
It's literally just us. We have 9 viewers.
Yeah.
So 5 of them are
I see
us.
14.
I see 9.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's fine.
It's fine.
Fine. We're playing Avatar again.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Still. Last time on Avatar Legends.
See?
Hi, honey.
We have actual viewers.
Yeah, there are people here.
I love you.
Last time on Avatar Legends, I kind of want to do just like a last time from the show sort of
Previously
thing.
on?
Yeah, previously on Avatar Legends. Establishing shot of talking to Keon Yu, and then just like vignetted. Very large figure bumps into her, and then zoom in on her empty back, and then cut to hands frozen to the ground,
Those fucking kids.
and then Kiku
2 lines
holding a
up.
child by the wrist.
Yes.
Um,
Chesa going, what about the money?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, like aggressively sitting the children down and feeding them. Stay here. And then immediately cutting to them being held hostage by the Sparrowkeet Air Guards.
Yeah.
And then, just like quick cuts of combat, and then finally an establishing shot of you flying off into the night.
Not sunset.
Not the sunset. It's already nighttime.
On the digital. Hi, Ginger.
Welcome back, Ginger. 17
Ginger.
month streak. That's where we left off. So before we pick up, there's a lot of playbook features. One on each of your playbooks. That's a thing that you have.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna go down this list I have. Yuxuan, have you do you feel like you have lived up to your ideal of standing up to bullies at great personal cost?
At great personal cost, probably not.
No?
No, I don't know if I'd say anything that I've done so far has been at great personal cost.
Alright.
I mean, just being honest.
Okay. I mean, you're sitting at 5 fatigue. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you consider the guards and was it Yuxuan bullies, then maybe
They seem to be bullying a little bit.
They were bullies.
I definitely put myself out there in front of the
Flint
groups
number.
of them. So maybe.
Yeah.
So Flint and Ember were watching at the time, so I think you can add them as allies.
Ooh. Add that to my little notes section.
Taiki, have you fulfilled any of your marked drives? Any of the 4?
Any of my marked drives?
I think that's what the drives.
your hard drives.
For your Legacy of Excellence.
Bayless, that wasn't funny.
When you say any 4 of them, you mean any of the ones that are not marked?
No, the 4 that are marked. Those are the ones you're trying to go for right now. Once you finish those 4, you would pick another 4.
Did I not read that correctly? Cool.
Cool.
I misunderstood the assignment.
Got it.
Never.
Let's see.
Thank you for the hype train.
No.
Hi, Papa.
I think I showed mercy or forgiveness to a dangerous person.
Sounds good to me. So when you fulfill a drive, you are allowed to clear a condition or mark growth. I don't think you have any conditions right now, so
Nope.
I guess you're marking growth.
Work.
That said, I don't know that we're gonna play these characters long enough for growth to matter. But you know.
You don't know.
We'll mark it. Why not?
Yeah, mark it. Who knows?
There might be 8 more episodes after this. You don't know.
Yeah.
Well, there's also the
knows?
fact that we didn't ask our growth questions, or we didn't use the growth move at the end of last session, which is something that you're supposed to do at the end of every session. But I figured this is a short shot, so I wasn't gonna do that.
Short 2 to 3 shot.
Yeah, 2 to 3 shot.
I used the growth move after our last session, but that was different.
God damn it, Bayless.
Could I make an argument that I also stood up to someone who does not respect me?
Absolutely.
Cool. Because I think that maybe happened once or twice.
I don't know what
last
you're talking
session.
about.
Maybe even a few times.
I don't
Maybe
remember that. Do you?
Every time a certain someone opened their mouth. I'm not
I-
sure yet.
I don't know. That seems a little aggressive. And I don't know if I appreciate it.
Does it
Kiku
seem
was sick.
aggressive? Does it seem aggressive?
Yeah, it does seem aggressive. It seems a little punchy. I feel.
No, I can relate to that. I can understand what you mean.
Yeah.
All right. So Taiki's got 2 growth now. Maybe we will do growth questions just to get practice, because like we are like play testing this thing. I mean, not play testing.
Yeah.
We're playing it to learn how the game works.
Yeah.
So maybe we will do growth questions, but we'll get there once we get through all these playbook features. Lan,
What?
you have Protector's Burden, and at the start of each session, you have to roll, taking a +1 for each yes.
Okay.
Do you believe your ward listens to you more often than not?
Listens to me more often than not.
Your ward is Kiku?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with no.
Okay.
Listen to you.
More often than not.
Okay. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
Have you recently protected them or helped them with a problem?
Yes. I fucking torqued a tree branch off.
Yeah, you did.
You also talked me down.
Is there an immediate
I did
threat
talk
to
you
your ward that you are aware of?
That fucking tree branch. I'm kidding.
No, Yuxuan Senior, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's +2. So go ahead and roll with a +2.
Roll what? Just roll.
2d6 +2.
Okay, no, I wanted to make sure I wasn't like.
Yeah, you don't roll a stat for this. If you have a stat at +2, you can just click that.
That's right.
That way you can get the strong hit, weak hit, miss display.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because if you just / roll, okay. What'd you get?
6.
That's a miss. Like, that's just a straight up miss. And I don't think anyone can help you with that.
Great.
So, on a miss, hold 1, and you can use this hold to take a 10+ without rolling on any move to defend or protect your ward.
Nice.
Track down your ward even if they are hidden or avoiding you, or figure out what they're up to without them knowing. So at any time you can spend that hold to do one of those 3 things.
So, okay. Say them one more time.
They're
Try.
on your playbook.
Cool. Thanks.
On a miss, however, by the end of the session you must choose one of the 2 following. Decide that you're the only one who can keep them safe, shift your balance twice towards self-reliance, and keep them as your ward. Or decide that they can handle life without your protection, shift your balance twice towards trust, and shift your ward to another person.
Oh.
Do you trust me?
Ooh.
We'll find out at the end of the session.
By the end of the session.
By the
By the end of the session, you have to choose one of those.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Where's that shit?
It's on your playbook. The big box labeled Protector's Burden. That whole thing.
Okay.
It's not on Foundry.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I don't have
Damn.
playbook features
That's
in
okay.
Foundry.
That's okay.
They're
Forgot to open up
incredibly
the other stuff.
complicated and vary wildly from playbook to playbook.
Right.
So programming them is probably illegal, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if you can share that.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. I can't really share that because
That's
it's sharing
okay.
copyrighted content. Fun fact, you cannot copyright rules for a game. You can copyright the specific expression thereof. So if I copy paste words into the system, that's illegal. So I don't do that. I'm fair use. Anyway, Kiku. Your goal for your adversary, which is Yuxuan Jr., is to expose him.
That is correct.
Okay. Do you have what you need to expose him?
When we say expose, I feel like I do. Like, he's a bad we learned he's a bad business person. Company's going under. Also, he used children to get his means.
Yeah. So what do you need to do to achieve that?
Tell people. Newspapers.
Okay. Maybe start in Sparrowkeet Station?
Sounds good.
You know, where you grew up? Where people would know you and listen to you?
Sure.
Okay.
We're kind of flying away from that, aren't we?
No. We're flying away from Boat Bottom.
Yeah, but...
Sparrowkeet Station's on the way to Udao.
Yeah, I know. I knew that.
You didn't know that.
I didn't
There's
know
no
that.
reason for
There's no way
you,
I
the
could have
player
known
to
that.
have known that.
Not even a little bit.
I looked at the map and I didn't even see Boat Bottom on the
Boat
map.
Bottom's not there. Sparrowkeet Station's not there. Yeah, none of these locations are actually... Udao's on the map.
Udao's on the map, yeah. The other cities just exist nebulously somewhere.
Nebulously on the west coast of the Earth Kingdom. Yeah. And then Chesa, we don't actually have anything to do with your playbook feature right now. But I feel like I should at least point out to you that you do have a series of bad habits.
Mm-hmm.
And that
like acting without thinking.
Casual
That's not
thievery
on
and
here, though.
pickpocketing, trespassing, rabble rousing, and gambling. There are benefits for indulging on your own. There are benefits for indulging with a friend. So, just
I know I definitely roused some rabbles.
Yeah.
With a friend, one could argue.
Yeah.
And I definitely thieved and picked some pockets.
Oh, absolutely.
With a friend, if you.
Yep. Yeah, we actually started with that. With you indulging a bad habit with a friend. You stole a cabbage and it started a fight.
Yeah. Look, I like my friends involved when I do things. I don't like to go solo.
Yeah.
So they can share blame.
No, share the joy.
Blame.
Joy.
With you, isn't it the same thing?
Yeah. Yeah, because if they take the blame, then I'm joyous.
Right.
Hand in hand.
Yeah.
So how about we do growth questions? Screw it. Maybe someone will answer yes for all 4 of them and level up. Who knows?
Okay.
Well, actually, Taiki only needs to answer yes for 2 of them. And then Taiki gets an advancement because Taiki's playbook feature just gives him advancements.
Taiki has
Gives him growth.
his shit together.
You gave me this character, y'all.
Yeah.
I did.
Correct.
You're welcome.
That's true.
Thank you, boss.
All right. So, so these are questions that you would ask at the end of each session. And as far as the game is concerned, a session is not the time that you sit down together. It's like an episode, basically. But flying off into the night seems like a good end of an episode anyway. So,
Or was that a commercial break?
It could be end of commercial break.
Okay.
It's actually it leaves it up to the GM how often you want to ask the growth questions. The more often you ask them, the faster advancement will happen.
Got it.
So it's kind of like a milestone system, sort of, but it's like a soft milestone system because you still have to answer yes to these questions.
Got it.
So a lot of these questions are going to be yes or no for the whole group, or I shouldn't say a lot. Some of these might be yes or no for the whole group. Some of them might be more personal. So the first question is, did you learn something challenging, exciting, or complicated about the world? And these aren't just yes or no questions. Obviously, you know, for whether or not you mark growth, it's yes or no, but these are conversations to be had.
I feel like learning that Sparrowkeet's like the major airship company.
In this region, they're definitely the biggest.
Would knowing that they're going out of business count as a
Major learned thing.
major learned thing?
In what way is that challenging, exciting, or complicated?
It's sure complicates travel.
Complicates a lot of employees going to be out of the job.
Yeah.
I was
I
gonna say,
think it
Problem.
might complicate. What was I gonna say? I had a thought and then it disappeared. Crap.
Does it complicate your single-minded interest in keeping the Air Nomad artifact away from them?
I mean, we learned that they're going after it for personal gain.
I don't think it complicates that for me because I don't care enough about them as a company
Okay.
to do something against helping the Avatar.
I think
I
the
just-
complications come from the implication of whether or not they do get it, though. Like there's a major air nomad artifact. If it's returned to the Avatar, then there could be growth for the Avatar and therefore the entire world. If it goes back to the Sparrow Company, then like they might stay alive, or the company might stay alive, and then like people might have jobs. If they don't get it, it goes under. Could be a huge like regional upset kind of a thing.
The
I
moral
don't know. I
dilemma
think it's
is
complicated.
complicated.
Yeah, I think the whole
Yeah.
situation is just tangled up and with like. Ugh.
I'm on board with it's complicated.
All right.
I didn't know what a dirigible was
Yeah.
until.
So you learned something exciting.
The word
Yeah.
dirigible.
The hot air balloon, yeah.
Yeah.
Digital.
I learned that things
visible.
can fly.
Dirigible.
So that sounds like a yes.
Yeah, we learned
Yeah.
a new word.
Yes.
Yeah.
Digital.
We mark a growth.
I learned that things that
You
aren't
mark a growth.
airbenders
Yep.
can defy the
Yeah.
laws of gravity.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Did you stop a dangerous threat or solve a community problem?
I don't think we solved anything yet.
We made the threat and then we stopped it.
We didn't.
Like the guards.
I vote no on that one.
I don't know that
Yeah.
it's actually stopped because we just kind of
Yeah.
got them away from us and they're still
Yeah.
the town's problem.
Stopping the threat doesn't have to be permanent either. The answer is still yes, as long as the danger is abated for now.
We won the
Yeah,
battle,
we-
not the war.
I mean,
We
you
stopped the threat. He wanted
Yuxuan's
to,
not. Yeah.
yeah, he wanted to take the fan, and we didn't let him
We
have it.
stopped him.
Okay.
That's
Seems
fair.
pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won the day.
All right. Okay. Did you guide a character towards balance or end the session at your center?
Uh-oh.
Taiki is
did.
centered.
So I'm now on 5 growth. Like I've
Okay.
gone into the next
So
level.
once you hit 4, you clear all 4 and you get an advancement.
Okay.
Let me see if you're allowed to do that more than once at a time.
Because I'll keep marking. This is great.
Yeah, so immediately you're allowed to clear all 4 and get an advancement, and then you can
Okay.
mark the 5th growth as 1 out of 4. And we'll get to advancements as soon as we figure out if anyone else gets one.
Yeah.
So Taiki ended the session at center.
Kidding.
No one else did. But did any of you guide a character towards balance?
Did I call Chesa out at some point? Someone called Chesa out.
This is why you're supposed to do it at the end of the session. So
Got
you
it.
Right.
remember.
Mm-hmm.
What's
Someone-
there to call me out on?
You didn't
If anything,
land
we called you out.
Chesa out. Well, I was definitely called out, but
I definitely called Chesa out.
for the greed.
I think you called on Chesa to live up to her principle of friendship.
But then it bounced back on me. I failed.
Chesa
Chesa
Sorry.
then made me shift.
Got it.
So I don't know if that counts
I
for
don't
anything.
think it does.
I tried to care, it just didn't work out.
Me all the time. I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Even if they ignored your guidance, the answer might still be yes.
Oh.
So that was a thing that happened.
Did someone call
Yeah.
it Yuzen Jr.?
Yes.
I that was to throw him off balance though.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, I was
The
trying
opposite.
to throw him
Yeah.
more towards his responsibility.
Gotcha.
I think was his thing.
I think you and I both did that, didn't we?
Yeah, he's sitting
Never
at
mind.
+2.
Okay.
If we count the interaction between... No, there was something else too. Wasn't there something with
I
Taiki and Kiku?
believe Kiku has been called out. or
Yeah.
called
Oh,
to
yeah.
live up.
I
Yeah.
called out Kiku.
How did that work out?
It was a light hit, so I don't remember what the implications were, but you did shift.
Okay.
I think you threw something back at me.
So there were two instances.
Right. That said, Taiki already marked growth for this question,
Yeah,
so can't do it twice. Taiki really is the leader.
I mean, someone's gotta have their shit together.
Yeah, basically.
Taiki always has their shit together. Always. Always.
Yes.
Always.
So it sounds like Lan can mark growth for this one. Don't know that anyone else can, other than Taiki, obviously. All right. So now for the fourth growth question. It is actually specific to your playbook.
Oh boy.
The pre-gens didn't bother including it because this is supposed to be a one-shot, and they just assume that you're not going to handle growth. That said, I have the actual rulebook where I have your playbooks, so I can look up your growth questions.
Okay.
No problem. So, Taiki, did you express vulnerability by admitting you were wrong or that you should have listened to someone you ignored?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm not wrong.
All right.
I'm never
Yeah.
wrong.
I
Lan,
won't say that yet.
Lan, did you pursue a desire or goal of your own outside of protecting others?
Nope.
Okay.
God, I am Lan.
Kiku, did you make progress towards your goal against your adversary?
Fuck yeah, I did, bud.
Mark growth.
Fuck yeah. Wait, that's 4, right?
Is that 4?
Well, if I had 1 from moving closer to adversary.
Yep. Neat. Yuxuan, did you improve the lives of a community of average citizens or help an ordinary person with their problems?
Hi, Super CT8.
Could maybe say that I helped the children with their problem.
What was their problem?
Well, they wanted to go home, and we also fed them.
Did you get them home?
We got them away from Yuzen, and the guards.
But they're definitely not home. They're in a dirigible flying away.
No, they got away. We let them off, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Home is where the heart is.
Okay, good.
We're not
So we-
kidnapping children. We're
No,
not
we're not
adding.
kidnapping.
Yeah, no.
Yet.
We're not child napping.
Look, it's on one of my 4 things to do. I'm sorry.
Oh, is it?
Right underneath rabble rousing.
God.
Kidnapping. That's one of your bad habits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rabble rousing, kidnapping,
Oh my god.
Pickpocket. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh no.
common things.
gambling.
Doesn't matter how big it is. I will pickpocket it. Baby in a stroller, steal it.
Wasn't Chesa just talking about like the size of the thing you pickpocket?
Yeah.
And you're just like, babies!
Stick with little things.
Yeah.
Yeah, babies are little.
Yeah. Start small. Coins, food, a whole child.
Barely. If it's a baby, it's barely a
Yeah,
whole
To be
child.
fair, a baby would
Barely.
be significantly
It's
smaller
pretty
than the
small.
fan that they stole.
Oh my god.
So is that a yes or a no? You sure?
He's thinking. They're thinking.
It definitely didn't help the community as a whole, because this company might go under and the community as a whole might
Yeah,
suffer,
might suffer for
ill
that.
effects
Mm-hmm.
from that.
Do you feel like you helped the children meaningfully?
Probably not.
Okay. Moving on. Chesa, If
Yeah.
the page will load. There we go. Did you get a friend to join in on or approve of one of your bad habits?
Kinda?
No, I did. I said it was okay after you shifted my balance off center. I was like, yeah, okay.
Okay.
All
Totally
right.
did.
Okay.
Thanks.
Fuck.
So I
Got a
think
little bit cooler.
several of you have 3 growth.
Yes.
I have 1.
You won?
Yeah. We won't talk about it.
Oh, lamb.
Oh man.
All
Okay.
right, Taiki's being awesome for the rest of us.
But 2 of you actually managed to hit an advancement. So let's see what the fuck that does.
What do we do?
So you can choose one of these 5 things. Take a new move from your playbook.
Oh.
Take a new move from another playbook.
Ooh.
Shift your center 1 step. Essentially where your balance goes to after Jesus, excuse me. Where your balance goes to after you are given time to rest and reflect. You can unlock your moment of balance, which I don't think I want to get into because that's a whole thing. Or you can raise any of your stats by +1 to a maximum of +2.
I'm gonna raise my focus
To 0.
to 0.
Okay.
A little more focused.
And obviously it would be incredibly time consuming to go through the list of every single move from every single playlist for you to choose from. So I am going to just veto that option. But if you'd like, you can take a move from your playbook. So available to you are Best Friend. Your best friend's a small, fuzzy, and dependable. Unlike all your other relationships, this one is simple and true. You can understand and communicate with your small companion, and although they may give you a hard time now and again, they are always there when you need them most. Whenever your pal could help you push your luck, mark fatigue to roll with creativity instead of passion. If your pet ever gets hurt, mark a condition.
Ooh.
Aw, you got a friend?
Momo.
Other options? You missed something. When you evaluate a friendly NPC's plan to get something done, roll with focus. On a hit, the GM tells you how you can drastically improve the chances of success. Get it done, and they're sure to come through on top. On a 7 and 9, the problems inherent in the plan are fairly serious. The NPC will be resistant to making the necessary changes. On a miss, something about the plan throws you for a loop. The GM tells you what obvious danger the NPC is ignoring, or what they're hiding about their interest. Or straight shooter. When you tell an NPC the blunt, honest truth about what you really think of them and their plans, roll with focus. On a hit, they'll look upon your honesty favorably. They'll answer a non-compromising question honestly and grant you a simple favor. On a 7 and 9, they also give you an honest assessment of how they see you. Mark a condition. Oh, I was like, wait, that sounds like a good thing. On a miss, you're a bit too honest. They're either furious or genuinely hurt. You can choose one of those 3 moves.
Focus.
Okay. Good answer. Okay.
Okay.
+2, finally, yay!
Yeah. There... Oh, interesting. I thought every playbook had a move that increases a stat by +1, but apparently the bulb does not. Because that's the only way to actually get your stat to +3. Because just leveling up doesn't get you to +3, it can only get you to +2. Interesting. Learning new things.
Have I
Right,
been
that's
nerfed?
What?
Have I been nerfed?
No, you just have 5 moves that don't include that. Everyone gets 5 moves on
Let's
their
check.
playbook. Fine. Alright. So you both bumped focus.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Steeled resolve.
Yep. Okay. So now we can start playing the game. We're good at this.
We were playing the game.
We're learning.
Yeah. We're learning.
So as you take off into the night, I just want to give a better description of what this dirigible looks like, because I feel like we've kind of been vacillating between like blimp and hot air balloon, and It's a little bit of both.
Is it like the war one from the show?
So it is sort of. So instead of a basket on the bottom of the dirigible, there is actually a gondola. So it's an enclosed room that can comfortably seat 6, but you could probably cram about 12 people in here without it being like elbow to elbow. The actual hull of the I think it's called the fuselage, if I'm remembering correctly from that game I played when I was 7. Gizmos and Gadgets? Yeah, Gizmos and Gadgets. The fuselage is a rigid structure and actually uses a combination of hot air and lighter than air gases.
Okay.
Which means that firebending doesn't actually help much.
Oh.
The firebending will allow it to fly faster because the propeller is essentially spun by hot air. But the
It's full
actual
of hot air.
the actual loft is handled by these lighter than air gases. Sorry.
Sometimes you have a plan, and
Sometimes you
just
punch
doesn't,
something.
you
It's
know.
fine. Yeah, I get
So,
it.
so you get this thing unanchored, hop in,
Mhm.
it takes off,
Mhm.
and just as you're flying off into the night, you hear a shrill cry from just below your gondola. Help!
Like, as it's in the air.
Yep, you're in the air.
How high up are we?
Hundreds of feet.
Go look.
Okay, just stick your head out a window.
Yeah.
There's a child dangling from one of your anchor ropes.
For fuck's sake!
Is it? What's their nuts?
It's just
Splinter
one
Ember.
child.
Ember.
Splinter Ember.
It is Ember. And he is scared shitless, hugging this rope for dear life.
He was the younger one?
He was the younger one.
The rope is attached to.
It's attached to the gondola, so you can just
Okay, yeah. I'll pull them up.
haul it up.
Yeah.
Alright. Just grab him, pull him inside.
No, I'll
Okay.
shoulder, and I'll bring him away from the edge.
Okay. So it is enclosed. There are windows, but there's glass in the window. So you would have had to open the door
Okay,
to
got
get
it.
to him, haul him up. I mean, I'm assuming the glass, like, it's on a pivot.
Probably.
But probably not large enough to comfortably pull someone in.
Sure.
Just enough to get some fresh air.
You know how you make windows bigger?
Punch them.
We just got it. I punch people.
Oh, you are learning.
I'm not dumb.
I didn't call you dumb. I'm just you're not using your fist, and I'm proud of you.
Well, not yet.
I called you dumb.
Chesa.
So as soon as the kid is inside, he starts sobbing hysterically in relief. Yeah, that's a thing.
Kid, you are persistent.
Are you okay?
So this is the part where I describe what's happening because I don't want to blubber.
That's fair.
He has an incredibly difficult time getting any words out because he's hyperventilating so badly. But he repeats the refrain that you're probably getting tired of hearing. I want to go home.
We tried that. We tried that
didn't.
like twice.
I mean, we kind of did.
We kind of did. We didn't really.
Why didn't
where
you
do
go
you
with your
live?
brother?
Where's your brother?
You didn't want to come with me. Well, I mean, I assume I just ran away from him.
Did he want to go home?
No.
Oh.
We need to turn around.
No, I want to go home.
No.
Turn
Where's
around
home?
to get you home.
Your
Where's
brother.
home?
No, my parents live in Udall.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Well, just outside of
oh.
Udall.
But
They run the Iron Tavern.
But where's your brother?
He doesn't want to go
Oh.
home.
Why doesn't he want to go home?
Wait,
Tong's
that's
great.
you?
You
What?
guys great.
Your parents run the Iron Tavern?
Yeah.
They let you leave?
No.
Uh,
No, Flint ran away and I chased after him. And
Why
then
would you
we
kids
ended
ever
up
run?
here.
Why would you ever run away? You have like the best home life ever.
Don't blame. You don't know. You don't know.
No, you guys have it perfect. You don't have to steal. You just get fed. Like, why would you ever run? Okay.
Chesa, just calm
I
down.
just wanted to be with Flint.
why did Flint run away?
He doesn't
He
want to go
never
home.
told me.
Oh.
Because he's stupid.
He is stupid. You want me to punch him?
No.
Okay. I gotta punch something.
Well, what if we pulled down his pants and then everybody saw his underwear?
No, he doesn't like being embarrassed. He gets really mad.
Yeah, no, I get that.
What if we find you a nice sweet roll and we don't give him one?
He'll probably take it from me.
He's
well,
not here.
yeah. So
And I'm bigger than him.
We're not pitting a brother against
I'm
another
not beating.
brother.
I can stop him, and it's not your fault.
he's not here to take your sweet roll when we find you one.
We're gonna take you home.
Okay, thanks.
Do you need a hug?
Chesa taught me to steal things. You want a cookie?
It's not stealing if you give them one.
No, I stole it. That's why I have it, and now I'm giving it.
You stole a cookie?
Yeah.
Why did you steal a
It's smaller than a cabbage, so I figured I was doing it right.
I'm so proud of you.
Thanks. You want a cookie?
When did this happen?
Oh my goodness.
No, it's fine.
I don't even know where you found cookies.
I would like a cookie, yeah.
Oh, you're in luck. Fucking.
Oh my god!
I don't even know who you are anymore.
Oh my god.
You're a golden god. Where did you get all these cookies from?
Just invention shit. It's fine.
Has this potential been inside you this whole time?
Needed to be unlocked.
Chesa, I blame you.
Okay.
No, that's not a good thing.
If I'm not gonna have any personal growth, I'm just gonna give other
I mean,
people
I thought she did this all on her own, but I'll take some of the blame. Thank you.
joy and blame.
Like a proud Papa Bird right now.
So you're okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's good. That's good. Guys?
I'm surprised your parents even like stopped hovering over you long enough for you to leave.
I mean, you just snuck out at night.
It's kind of impressive. How'd you get to Boat Bottom?
Flint led the way.
Okay. You're okay. We're the best. We're gonna take great care of you. Just don't run away.
Sounds like you're trying to guide and comfort.
Oh yeah, I am.
Oh no.
Oh no.
How does that move work?
Yeah, roll with
I have
harmony.
it. Roll with harmony.
Harmony. Okay.
Harmony.
Oh, yep, that is in character.
You put the harm in harmony.
Damn right. Though I don't think
Jordan.
I think literally nothing happens on this.
I'm just trying and
Yeah,
it doesn't work.
Yeah.
To be fair, you've been nothing but aggressive.
So...
You know,
I should have rolled with. Nah, it's fine.
With this?
I have a principal. It's at -2, so it doesn't matter. But
Oh, care.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if that does anything. Well, yeah.
I mean, it would give you a -2
It'll give me a -2,
Yeah.
so that's not
and cost 1 fatigue.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, not great.
Not great.
Not
No,
great.
Not super awesome.
Not amazing.
All right. Well, I care. I promise.
But I think in turn, Ember is going to shift your balance
just like that.
towards care.
Just
Would you like to resist?
No.
All right.
I'm trying.
Ember's just gonna ugly cry right into your shoulder.
Oh god. What'd I do?
Just hold him.
Hold.
Hold. Just hold him until
Okay.
he's good.
The last time I did that, he kind of
Maybe pat his back.
There's gonna be snot. There's gonna be drool. Just don't be mad at him.
So it's okay.
Bite it.
Everything's
Use your
fine. Your brother's out there alone, but it's okay. Going home. It's gonna be great. I just cleaned this.
Snot and drool are a part of life.
Huh? Says as she hugs the snot and drool monster.
It's a part of life.
She's drooling on her lip and burping in your face.
Oh,
Yeah.
it stinks. Get down.
Because
Oh,
he's a baby.
Jesus.
Quit hating on that baby.
I don't. I love her dearly, but her burps and her farts are awful.
It's a gift that she's given to you. You will
Yeah.
appreciate it, damn it.
Yeah.
I'll hang it on my fridge.
I'm assuming at some point this kid is gonna just pass out after,
Yeah.
hanging on for.
Gently lay them down.
No, you gotta
Gently.
hold on to him.
Gently.
You gotta-
But before that happens, while he's still blubbering into your shoulder, Kianyu is suddenly perturbed by something that she notices off behind you, which is that a huge flock of birds has just taken off from the forest.
Uh-oh.
And then immediately following that flock of birds is an absolutely massive dirigible.
Is
Are
that,
we being followed?
yeah, is that going to come after us?
That's Sparrowkey Air HQ.
HQ.
HQ. That's the base of operations.
But
We're
buddy,
being followed.
I gotta put you down.
He's just gonna fucking monkey on you.
Okay. Someone have some rope.
Why?
Guys, I don't mean
I'm gonna
to.
Yoda him.
Okay.
Guys, I don't mean to alert anybody, but
Yeah.
we're off of the ground.
Yeah.
Earthbender. We're not on it anymore.
You don't like Taiki has like bottles. You don't have like a handful of like pocket sand.
You don't have like
I
a
got
jar of dirt?
Yeah, I got a bag of.
Oh,
I got a bag of
God.
sand.
Okay.
We're not on the Earth no more.
Right. Okay, this is when you punch. You see, this is what I'm talking about.
How far behind us is it?
Right now about a mile.
Okay.
But they're much larger than you.
Uh-huh.
I can make us go fast. I can make us go faster.
But please.
Okay, there is a child on me.
All right, I'm gonna take one of the nets and actually make like a Yoda
like
sling,
a baby
and
Bjorn.
then position it behind you. The kid's on your back now. All right, I have one less net. Good
Okay.
thing there's no equipment. Like
You're-
that.
yeah.
Yeah, but a net.
You're a little firebender, right? Kid? Yeah. You want to see something cool?
Snot bubble.
We're not like close enough to any clouds or anything, are we?
That you can water
would
bend
you
the
like
clouds?
to go up?
What do you mean? Like
The
me
clouds are
or, like,
much
trying-
higher than you.
That's what I figured. Okay.
We could just lose them in clouds, can't we?
Maybe.
We can try.
You can like do the fog cloud thing around us, right?
Yeah.
I think you need a waterbender and an airbender to do that.
Oh.
My only other thing is eventually when they catch up to us is I can waterbend the clouds into my ice daggers and try and put holes in their balloon.
Yeah.
Can I be furiously investigating the bottom of everybody's shoes to find what little bits of dirt
Yeah,
might have
just
been
Just like earthbending.
Yeah,
dirt
just
off
trying
of
to
people.
collect
Yeah, sure.
as much?
Yeah, there was just a pitched battle in a clearing. Like, there's got to be dirt
Right.
on people's feet.
Well, I got a basketball-sized wad of dirt. Shit.
I mean, that's
I can do something.
Ball.
a pretty large ball of dirt.
I can do something.
I got a ball of dirt.
Give me something. Give me something. There's a container I can put.
The
this in.
kid's super dirty. Do you want to just like?
Kids are dirty.
So
I'm doing like the exact opposite of like a germaphobe, where I'm just looking for the
Give
disgusting.
me.
Yeah, there's a dent
So I
in your
heard
hair.
I heard two ideas. Number one was go fast, and number two was go up. What you doing?
I vote go
fast
up.
up.
Go fast up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I want you to rely on your skills and training to bend as much fire into this thing as you can.
I don't have a minus to that now.
And whoever is piloting this damn thing, I want you to roll trick.
Probably the smart boy.
Who's
Is it? Yeah, would it be me?
Creative.
Yeah.
Because of
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
her technology stuff.
Sure.
It's not stink bomb, but you know how it works.
So that's gonna be creativity.
Oh god,
It's
here
kinda
we
similar.
It's the
go.
same thing.
Oh come on, Kiku!
Damn it. I would not be able to help Kiku with that, would I?
No, I don't think you can help Kiku with firebending.
Firebending, yeah.
There is a second firebender aboard.
Ember?
But he's afraid of his own fire. Buddy, does someone wanna?
You can use your fire to help us get you home.
Does anyone
Right
want?
now.
Sounds
As,
like you're
as
guiding
an
and
ally
comforting.
of
I would
mine,
like to.
can I plead with him?
Absolutely. And you automatically get a 10+, don't you?
They always care what you think. They always open up to you. If you so I can always plead with these allies,
Mm-hmm. I think
I
you
can-
can.
calling them to live up to their principles as if I had rolled a 10+.
Got it.
But I can always,
You
it
can
says I
always,
can always
plead with them. Okay, so you don't automatically get the 10. So you do still have to roll that.
Like,
With
listen,
harmony.
we're trying to get you home, but we need your help to do that because those mean people are trying to follow us and keep us from getting there.
Yep.
We need your help so we can get you back to your parents.
Okay. All right. This is like a weird chain of things, but you're one away from a strong hit. If someone wanted to help, how do you help pleading with this child?
I started to say it. We can get you home and then find your brother, but we need to do one thing at a time. And you can help right now.
I'll allow it. So you
All
take
right.
1 fatigue to help.
Fuck.
And Ember, I mean, he's like strapped to your back,
Yeah.
so doesn't really need to go anywhere. But then he is going to take 1 fatigue to help you,
Cool.
which turns your miss into a weak hit.
Great. I'm so good at everything.
And then Yuxuan got a strong hit for trick. So on a 10+, pick 2.
He does a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll.
Blimp barrel roll.
So you pick 2 of the 3 options.
Use the boost to get through.
So they fall for your trick.
So I want to say that they overcommit.
Okay.
So it looks like we're going just up.
Mm-hmm.
They don't realize that we're also using the firebending to go faster.
Got it.
So they're going to adjust course to move up to kind of intercept us.
Okay.
And then they stumble.
Okay. Alrighty. What does that look like? What does them stumbling look like with this trick?
They have one of their propeller engines give out. So I assume it's a bigger thing, so they have multiple
It's
engines.
huge. They have so many.
So one of their propeller engines gives out to slow them down.
Okay. All right. And then with your weak hit, you do succeed in going faster, but you do it imperfectly.
Yeah.
And your beam of fire essentially isn't as tight as it should be, and it's starting to heat up things that shouldn't be heated up. So you can either accept that or
I'm marking 1 fatigue
Alrighty.
and bearing down.
yeah, just
Can I help? Can I like shape some of the earth around it to kind of like help funnel?
you can help, but helping would just push it to an 8, which doesn't actually change anything.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's only if you can push from 6 to 7 or from 9 to 10 that helping
Gotcha.
actually makes a
Mhm.
difference. Or you could, 3 of you could help to push a 7 to a 10, for instance.
It's a lot of fatigue.
It's a lot of fatigue, but
It's a-
depending
we're
on
good.
how important a thing it is.
I got it. We're good.
Alright.
Okay.
Is it? For
Is
you?
it?
Fine. I just like to remind everyone this is Taiki's idea.
Alright.
I still got my face. I still got my face on the floor, like picking apart specks of sand and putting it in the ball.
Chesa, you can just punch them.
I need Earth.
Just as a reminder of how close you got to how bad a situation, as you're hiding in a cloud, several clouds ahead of where they expect you to be, you see them launch a harpoon through the cloud that they thought you were hiding in.
I need harpoons like that. Where do I get harpoons like that?
And it flies through it with such force that the entire cloud disperses.
Fuck.
Do we have anything like that on our ship?
No.
Yeah,
Me.
So the thing that you have that's like that are ropes and wooden stakes. These are harpoons they use for anchoring.
Ooh.
So they need to launch it deep into the ground so as to hold this very lofty vehicle
Got it.
down.
Got it.
Neat.
Okay.
But you've tricked them for the time being.
Heck yeah.
And then, Taiki, are you going to try to waterbend a cloud to follow you?
Do it.
If I'm able to, I'll try.
So that sounds like rely on your skills. Actually, no, that sounds like push your luck, because I don't think you've ever tried this before.
Probably not. No, probably
Yeah.
never in the air. Cloud bending.
So go ahead and roll with passion.
Okay.
I believe in you.
believe
Everything
in you.
is amazing. Everything. Everything.
Everything.
Not everything.
Okay.
That's a weak hit. So on a hit you do it, but it costs you to scrape by. GM tells you what it costs you. I gotta figure out what the limits of that are. I don't really know.
Such good effort. I'm so proud of you. You're the best.
Nice.
Shut up.
You're okay.
I'm just creepy fangirl now. Everything you do is amazing.
Protect me.
Groupie?
Yeah. They sleep with the band.
Tiny little Miranda Cosgrove, dear God.
The most common cost is marking 1 or more fatigue.
Oof.
So the question is, how long do you want to do this for?
That's a good question.
How long do you think you need to do it for before you can drop the act?
How cloudy is it right now? Like in general.
It's overcast.
Okay.
Partly cloudy.
If we're able to speed away a little while, then LOL. I don't know how to answer that until we're far enough ahead to where maybe we're out of range of the harpoon.
Okay.
Or at least
We're out of line of sight.
minimum. Yeah, I was gonna say out of line of sight would be better.
So over the horizon.
Sure.
In the hopes. They have overcommitted and they have stumbled. Actually, you should have a +1, or Yuxuan has a +1 forward. Right?
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Seems odd that it wouldn't
There's
be
just
all
this
of you.
+1 forward to acting against them.
Yeah.
Doesn't say. Does it? So
Let's
it doesn't
see.
say I take +1. It just says take +1 forward.
Ooh.
So they end up just firing harpoons at basically every cloud nearby. So that's their overcommit. They are convinced that you couldn't have gotten far, so they are just harpooning every goddamn cloud to destroy them and nail your bloom.
That's a tactic.
That's a tactic, but they're overcommitted and it's not working for them. So you don't need to do this for very long. So you only take 1 fatigue.
Okay.
And you eventually get far enough that you can't see them, which means they can't see you. So you can drop the cloud.
Great.
Cool.
I'd like to refill my water skins as well with
Yeah,
whatever
just like-
classes. Yep.
Absolutely.
Yay.
So we're gonna turn around and fight him, right?
Did you see what they just did?
Yeah, they missed. Let's get them.
You have a child in your back. You have
Only
important things to
because
think
we
about.
fucking
This kid's
we're
awesome.
speeding.
You're the engine. Engine.
We're going away from here so that we can get this artifact.
You just feel him just hug a little tighter. Oh.
I don't want to be anywhere close to that thing. If that harpoon were to hit, we would have been out of the sky.
Yeah, eventually.
The only reason we're alive is because you guys were doing what you were doing. Let's keep doing what you were doing.
How
The
big's your
goal
ball?
is the goal is to currently get to where we're going, not to turn around in the opposite direction.
Right, but they have a much cooler
Kiku.
digital
And a lot more people to take us down.
punching.
Kiku.
Yeah.
You did something impressive for once that wasn't punching. Keep doing it.
I think you broke her.
Yeah. Also, you've got a little bit of dirt in your hair. Let me have that. Thank you.
Thanks.
Stain on your
And
shoulder.
don't touch my hair.
Shush.
Okay, if I did something that wasn't punching, that means you have to punch next time, okay?
Okay.
That's fair. I gave you the dirt for my hair.
Sure.
You just one punch.
I promise you, before this adventure is over, I will punch somebody.
Not me. I will punch you back.
Are we there yet?
Do as I say, not as I do, Ember.
Oh my goodness.
It's my little friend.
I need something to punch. Now what?
Now you kind of. I think that's end scene. So next scene we're gonna pick up at a time when you realize that you are running out of fuel. It's it's late night, early morning-ish. The sun's just about to come up, which means that you're gonna be significantly more visible in the sky regardless. So it might be a good time to land anyway. But in the distance, you see two different potential locations to refuel. One of them is a massive oak tree filled with steel tents just scattered throughout the goddamn tree, and a huge ringed steel tent at the base of this tree. There's just ladders and walkways in between them.
Steel.
Bruh.
It's very shiny in the just barely sunrise light. And the other, far off to the left, very near the coast, Sparrowkeet Station.
I know people.
Okay.
That's my home.
Is there any place for us to hide the dirigible if we go to Sparrowkeet?
We can get more fuel there.
And you said that Yuxuan's not there anymore, so that's not a bad idea.
Right? No, they abandoned my town,
Yeah.
and they deserve to know that, so that we can all go punch them together.
Boss.
As for hiding places, there's not much hiding. There's not much ground cover to hide the dirigible. That said, you do have a pair of earthbenders.
Yeah.
You're essentially just flying through vast, empty plains.
I mean, how much
Which is
effort?
kind of why Sparrowkeet Station isn't doing so great, because they're in the middle of nowhere.
No, they abandoned us.
Well, I mean, now that you've been abandoned. Yeah. What was it?
How much effort would it be to land where the steel tents are and then just get fuel at Sparrowkeet Station? Is that not doable?
I mean, that's like miles apart.
All right,
They're just both visible from the air.
got it. All right.
Do we have any idea what the steel?
It looks like a workshop of some variety. There's huge antennae and other such like satellite dishes and shit on top of it. Some kind of workshop.
Anything official that might suggest that this is like I know I can't think of the name of the company that makes the dirigible.
Sparrowkeet Air.
Yeah. Is there anything like officialing of their, like any signage that says it was a Sparrowkeet
Nope.
Air? Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
No, and on both sides of your dirigible are a Sparrowkeet Air logo. So they love slapping their logo on it.
Okay. Boss, what do you think we should do with your beautiful eyes and stuff?
Unerring wisdom.
You'll have a lot of confidence in me.
No, not that much.
I do.
Most of you have a lot of confidence in me.
There we go.
But do you have confidence in you?
Narrator.
Don't believe in you.
Ember.
Believe in us.
Ember,
who
that
believe
was
in you.
very philosophical.
Very profound.
That was actually Keanu.
Oh, okay.
Yes, okay, that makes more sense.
No, actually, I kind of want to go back and like make that a thing that she says. Like, your friends really look up to you. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the comment. I feel like there's a move that I should be using. I just don't know. What are my GM moves?
What powers do you have?
If your DM power or GM powers.
I don't know, dude. I'm
Are you-
bad at this game.
Well,
is
my
Keanu-
response would be, I hope to live up to their expectations.
Is Keanu trying to shift?
It sounds like shift to balance, but that's like the only GM move I've been using, so I was trying to find a different one. So I think I'm doing that one. Shift to balance. How does this work? Usually NPCs attempt to shift to balance when they interact with PCs. Other times the NPC calls them out. It's not really a call out. Yeah, I think it's just to shift your balance. So you can if you would like resist shifting your balance. But she is attempting to shift your balance towards confidence.
Oh, towards confidence, okay.
Towards confidence.
I'll allow that, actually.
All right.
I feel pretty good about what I've been doing for my friends and everything at this point.
8.
Nobody's balanced. Oh no.
No one is balanced.
As intrigued as I am by whatever this workshop situation is, I do think we should try and get Kiku back to Sparrowkeet.
Really? I thought you were going to go a whole other direction.
Well, I think some pretty important things have happened that affect not only you, but where you came from, and I think that people deserve to know.
You know we don't hate you, right?
Yet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, come here.
No, I'm good.
Okay. You're just as snotty as the kid is, but...
Shut up. I'll punch you.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Looks like I punched you right in the feelings.
Do you stop it?
Yeah. Ooh, more dirt.
I do
not
think
true.
we need to be
There you go.
prepared, however, for whatever might be awaiting us there. Because they may have abandoned you, but we did steal something they want real bad. So I think it'd be smart to land a little ways away to not put them directly in danger, and then try and disguise the dirigible as well as we can so you can't see it from the air as easily. We might need some earthbending for that.
Gotcha.
Keanu's just...
Yeah, she's here too.
So the topic of fatigue, on the topic of fatigue, you've all had an opportunity to sleep, but it hasn't been a particularly restful sleep. This gondola is not very large. Doesn't have room for the 7 of you to lay down at the same time. So I feel like that's sleeping rough, like a night spent on the cold ground with rocks for a bed. Yeah, that seems comparable. So that clears 2 fatigue.
Hey.
That was cool. That was cool. It just updated all at once on stream.
I got so much room to do shit now.
But that wasn't. I just want to point out that wasn't like I hit a button and everyone cleared 2 fatigue. Like each of you went to your character sheets, cleared 2 fatigue, and then the summary updated.
And you can have it too if you're running the game.
Ah,
Smooth.
What? How?
I'm so fucking jazzed about this shit I wrote.
you should be.
Dude spent all week on
Pretty
his
fucking
free
neat.
time.
I spent
It's
all
it's
fucking
very cool.
If you're using Foundry, and if you're not, get good. If you're using Foundry, you can build an entire system for Avatar
yeah.
in there.
Foundry, please sponsor us.
Please sponsor us.
Please sponsor us.
Like, this isn't a thing that he got with the module or the game or anything.
Nope,
He just sat
I
down and was
built
like,
it.
I want to make a thing that works.
I wrote
You
program.
done did
Yeah.
it.
Like, we have a whole character sheet to look at that has shit on it.
I kind of want to pull up a character sheet. So I can look at it.
Fucking do it, dog.
Okay, Chesa is assigned to the summary. Oh, Jesus. This looks terrible on stream for now, but that's fine. You want to switch to the other scene?
Hit me.
We don't have names on this scene, but that's okay. But so the moves don't come with the package because that's copyrighted text. But I copy pasted them into my system. So we've got a list of moves. We've got a list of techniques. They're separated by approach, so you can pick which approach you want based on the techniques that you have. Background's just a form fillable field. We've got conditions, which are checkboxes, and the coolest thing is that conditions modify your rolls the way that they're supposed to. I can't remember which. So if I mark afraid, I'll get a -2 to intimidate. Well, I'll get a -2 to call someone out because that's weird. Actually, wait, I could totally do that. I'll have to do that. Oh no, because that's you roll with their principle. That's why I couldn't do it. Yeah, all of the balance moves are kind of weird the way you roll, because calling someone out, you roll with their principle.
Right.
Denying a call out, you want to roll low, I think. Maybe, or resist shift. Balance moves are kind of weird. They're all kind of weird. So they don't work with conditions, but the rest do. And then we've also got statuses, which is just a collection of... this doesn't have access to the statuses. It's just a collection of items that you throw on your sheet. But then we got balance. You can even right-click the balance track to change your center. I think I put that back in the right spot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, all the other stuff that you can track. Fatigue, growth, balance. I'm a fan. I'm enjoying that I have this.
Did a thing.
All right, cool. I'm done. I'm done gushing about my thing. No, there we go. All right. Okay, I'm done. Thanks for indulging me.
Thanks.
I spent all week on it. No, I finished on Thursday.
You finished on Thursday.
All right. So where the hell were we? You guys had decided to go to Sparrow Peak Station, and you're going to attempt to disguise the dirigible from the sky using earthbending.
Yes.
All right. So it sounds like the earthbenders are attempting to trick an NPC. And the GM doesn't roll dice. So, Chesa, how about you roll with creativity?
But I've been able to use here's the plan for that.
Yeah, that sounds like a here's the plan kind of thing.
Great. Okay.
All right. What does a weak hit get you?
I can spend a hold 1-for-1 while it's being carried out to overcome or evade an obstacle. Create an advantage or neutralize a danger.
Alrighty. If any of your companions abandon you while the plan is underway, mark a condition.
Yeah, I hope no one abandons us while we're trying to disguise a dirigible. I can't earthbend.
So the issue with the issue that you're going to be aware of with disguising your dirigible is that it's going to be difficult to refuel if this thing is just like completely covered in earth. So you are able with here's the plan to identify that as a problem. Yes. And strategically leave it unearthed in such a way that a refueling wagon would be able to reach it.
Ah.
So you'll just have to get into town and acquire one of those.
Easy.
I'll just
Super
put like a nice
simple.
ramp down to it. Yeah.
Yeah, just a nice ramp.
Okay.
So we're like burying the gondola below the surface so that the.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Okay. I'm on board.
Yep. And then you just have a slight tent because you didn't want to bury it that far down.
Yeah.
Slight tent, and then there's just a ramp down to the one side for refueling.
But
then you
relatively
cover-
hidden ramp.
And then you cover that ramp, but you can open it back up with earthbending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tight.
Toy.
We have like 1.5 competent earthbenders.
Bruh.
Keanu's right there.
I mean, we haven't seen her do anything yet, though. So
She just helped you with that.
I'm with them. Oh, do I need to roll for that?
Yes, you did have
Okay.
to roll for that. So go ahead and roll creativity.
10.
We'll see. 10. Oh, you didn't roll? What?
Total 10.
Oh, okay. Well, you can just click
Hit the
creati-
button.
Yeah, you can click
Oh,
creativity.
wait. Okay.
Yeah.
Stick
This
with
will
the
take
10.
Yeah, keep the 10, but now you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So you can actually click creativity at the top of your sheet or the tag next to the trick move. Either one will roll creativity.
Got it.
Okay, so with 10, you choose 2 of they stumble, and you get a +1 forward to acting against them. They act foolishly, and I'll tell you what additional opportunity they give you thereby. Or they overcommit, and they're deceived for some time. Yeah.
Trying to think of what that would mean in the context of what we're doing.
Overcommitting.
But just all of those kind of, yeah.
Yeah, all of them are a little weird. Like, you're just trying to hide a thing.
I guess I'm gonna.
I don't know that trick is the right move. Now that I read it, you know what I mean?
Well, I guess like I'm doing it in a way that like everything is nice and smooth. So like even though it goes up gradually to kind of cover the height, it's still smoothly.
It
and,
just
like,
kind
I
of looks like a
decorate-
hill.
Yeah, and I decorated with like some grass and a couple of trees just so that it really sells the, you know. I just really dressed it up.
Yeah.
As opposed to just going like, here's some earth. Like I dressed it up with some foliage.
Keanu is a little bit out of her element. She's better at sand than like dirt.
Oh my god, Keanu and I could make a window. I can punch all the windows I want. You have a bunch of sand on you, right?
I know.
What the hell? Okay.
You know what?
There's
You know
earth
what-
everywhere.
I
Yeah,
was gonna say, you know what dirt is, right?
yeah, I'm familiar with the concept.
Of dirt?
Yeah.
I also kind of, sort of a little bit know how to metal bend.
What?
Kind of.
What?
What?
You didn't.
Well, how do you think I know Toph?
Uh.
I
Toph.
I don't know who that is.
I couldn't take the time to learn. Too many important dig sites.
Wait, you could do metal bending with earth bend? Huh.
Yeah, why can't you do that, Chesa?
I didn't know I could.
Well, not everyone can.
Well,
Hey, Lan, do you have like a spear or something on you?
Yeah.
You have like a metal pokey stick? Is that a spear? Spear.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't break the spear.
And I'm gonna try and
I got plenty more.
Neo spoon bend the spear.
Yeah, nothing happens whatsoever.
Okay, then yeah, it's not doable. Okay.
I wiggle the stick like down below it. Oh, it moved.
No,
Roll
that's-
trick. No, you can only trick an NPC.
You can have your Pokemon stick back. Thank you.
Mo.
We got $10.
Maurits.
Mo. I don't know. I don't know how this converts. Just divide evenly, please. So it was $250 for a +1 forward. So 4 of you get +1 to the next roll.
Hey.
So
I also got one from Jax earlier.
oh, okay.
I got a cheers bow. Whatever that.
Oh,
Whatever
we
that
should
translates
not
oh
have the...
yeah, that should be disabled. I missed that.
I can refund that to Jax.
Okay.
I don't think you can.
You can.
Not
If
it
it's in
doesn't
your
go through the
queue.
We don't have a queue for Cheers Bow.
Shit.
Oh, okay.
Hi.
But yeah, that
Bite it.
goes-
Use your
should
teeth.
be
Teeth.
Teeth bend.
So much love.
Teeth bend.
Wouldn't it be treat bending?
Teeth.
Okay. Teeth
Slobber
bending?
bend.
Gross.
Teeth bending.
Yeah, I
What do
disabled
I do
those
now?
because those shouldn't have been enabled. But we'll just we'll give
Okay, bye.
Bayless the +1 forward for that. So everyone has +1 forward.
Sweet.
Thanks to Jax and Moritz.
Thanks.
So
Thanks.
that is +1 to your next roll. You don't choose
Okay.
whether or not you use it. You just get the +1.
Okay.
And that is that will stack with Yuxuan's +1 forward against fleeing from Sparrowkeet Air.
So yeah, I wasn't sure if that stayed because we ended the scene.
Yeah,
Or
that
not.
that probably went away. Probably.
So yeah, I assumed that those go away at the end of the scene.
Generally, yes. Generally. So yeah, +1 forward.
Yes.
So which is a +1 to your very next roll. All right.
And I have 1 or 2 of those. I'm sorry.
You have 1.
Okay, got it.
And then you can put that in your bonuses / holds,
Ah,
which is just an editable field. If you just hover over the blank spot, there's a little edit icon that'll show up.
all the things you can do in this
All the
character
things you can do on your character sheet. Your character sheet.
characters.
All right. So
We heading to town?
Mm-hmm.
heading to town. All right.
We need a wagon.
How far outside of town would you have set down? Are you trying to hide that you're coming in on a Sparrowkeet Air dirigible?
Yeah.
So
Probably.
well out of sight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Half-mile away.
So it's a bit of a hike to get there.
Is it painted on the dirigible or is it like
Yeah.
a banner?
It's painted on the dirigible.
Hmm.
Yep. They like branding.
Can I paint over it?
Do you have paint?
No.
You can get some in town. There's a town right there.
Kiku's
Can I
good at
s-
making blood.
Can I sandblast it?
Yeah, I am.
You
No,
wanna
I don't wanna
puncture
do that.
the sandblasting has a. I don't think that's a good idea.
What?
Lots of little holes in our.
No.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, you can control it in such a way that can just, like, scrub the metal.
Can he though?
You tell me, bud.
I'm not. I don't want to chance it for something this
Yeah.
important.
That sounds
Yeah.
like a rely on
Yeah.
your skills and training.
Also, what if we need to, like, pass for them later?
Mm.
Just be disguised.
still-
as them.
Yeah.
I'm still wearing armor, aren't I?
I mean,
Yeah.
you could take that off. No?
I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah,
I know
I'll
you're not
take
a metal bender or anything, but
Because it's not real.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll undo
Wow, that seems
Wait,
ignorant.
metal bending.
Yeah, I'll undo the armor. I'll go back to normal duds.
All right.
Mostly just because these shoes. I can't do shoes anymore.
So the so the big thing that that points you out as a Sparrowkeet Air guard is the hat, which they have borrowed from the Earth Kingdom military. It's just a big round hat with a spike designed for blocking firebending. But it's not in Earth Kingdom colors, it's in Sparrowkeet Air colors, which, what are Sparrowkeet Air colors?
Blue and
Yellow
purple.
and purple.
Yellow and purple. Okay. That's heinous.
Mm-hmm. It's a pretty heinous combination.
Yeah.
Awful.
Makes them even more hateable.
Uh-huh.
So the Earth Kingdom hats, the Earth Kingdom military hats, the most of the hat is one color and then it's banded with the other. So which color is most of the hat?
I feel like it's striped just to be even more obnoxious.
It's like a circus tent where it's got the wedges.
Dear God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're-
just purple, yellow, purple, yellow, purple, yellow, purple, yellow.
Spirokeet is truly a horrendous company on many fronts.
Th-
This
Wait,
is why they're
very-
going under.
Did we just invent Umbrella?
Yeah.
Yeah, more or less.
Oh God.
Oh,
Umbrella
what if it was-
Corporation?
Yeah.
Is that
What
what
if
they're
it
called?
was? What if it was in like a target symbol? So it's even more like.
No, that's pushing
Non-functional.
it. That's pushing
Okay.
it.
Like a spiral. That
Yeah, like a.
Just spin your hat.
exactly.
Oh my god.
So what color is your dirigible now? Because I was just imagining like bare metal, but
Oh, God.
it's gotta be Sparrowkeet colors.
No, just
And
the fucking
horrendous.
logo
Nope.
is. Just the
The whole thing.
Purple.
It's a dark purple with a bright yellow Sparrowkeet
Okay.
Yeah.
logo
So
on it.
that's why you have such an easy time hiding at night, because it's just dark purple.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it does have the yellow trim.
Right.
So.
All the like rivets are yellow.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Wow, this is ugly.
Oh yeah.
But it's very visible.
And very recognizable.
Very
This
recognizable.
company
Yeah.
They've
deserves
got-
to go under.
I'm saying
Yeah.
They've got their branding down.
this
Alright.
is
Spot on.
So you're
Wow.
making your way into Sparrowkeet Station, and
Moritz promoting an energy drink vibes.
what?
They look like
Oh
NASCAR
my
drivers.
Oh God. So Sparrowkeet Station was originally a refueling post for Sparrowkeet Air, and then a town grew up around it, essentially. They are on a, not quite a river, on a stream of some sort, so they have a source of fresh water. They have some stepped fields for crops and whatnot. So they're, self-sufficient. They've just gone from slowly growing into a metropolis into sliding back into a farming village. And the transition is painful. A lot of skills need to be trained. There are a lot of people who have skills that are useless now. So there are a lot of homeless people, essentially. There's just a lot of people lining the streets with not much to do. It's a little bit dusty because this part of town, or the town part of town, was beginning to be industrialized. So crops had been cleared for building, and then the building never happened. There are unfinished construction sites strewn about. And it's practically a ghost town. Like that's the kind of vibe that you get. It's pretty ghost town. A lot of people took the last flight out when it was announced that it was no longer a stop. So there's just a lot of empty buildings.
welcome to my home.
Nice. I'm sorry. I'm trying to. Just
No,
just-
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you
Just
know,
on the shoulder.
like
Just on the shoulder.
people around here.
Yeah, my family. I send some money back sometimes when I liberate it
Have
from people.
Who do we need to talk to refuel?
That is a good question. Who would I?
I don't. Who would you?
I would talk to the Burgermeister of the town.
His name is Mo.
His name is Mo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Burgermeister Mo.
Burgermeister Mo.
has a fancy mustache.
Yeah. Big, bushy,
Mm-hmm.
elaborate handlebar, like very British colonial looking type of deal.
Okay. Was he perchance appointed by Sparrowkeep heir?
Yeah.
So he's not popular.
He's not. He's kind of useless now, generally.
it.
Like, he's just the dude that guards, or like, has taken charge of what's left of
Got it.
everything that Sparrowkeep left, because they didn't even bother to remove it all.
I mean, that's expensive.
Yeah.
Mm.
But also, he still got the biggest house because he was the richest guy
Yep.
at the time.
You don't get to be the Meister of burgers and not get a nice house.
You're not wrong. He's a little uptight, so he likes me. I only stole his stuff a couple of times.
I mean, you're a likable person. What's not to believe?
Does he know that you stole his stuff a couple of times?
Oh yeah, I'm not subtle. In case I know it's hard to believe.
That's
Didn't
fair.
have
Yeah,
Chesa
no,
training.
that's fair.
Yeah,
Didn't have Chesa training.
yeah, no.
Chesa, get on that.
Oh, Chesa, if you want to punch someone, he's good for it.
You got a punchable
Oh.
face.
Very punchable face. You got to avoid the mustache though; it's gonna soak up a lot of the impact.
We're not punching anybody.
Debatable.
Not punching.
But he's in charge of the oil,
Okay.
so
Okay.
we might have somebody guarding the oil, so we can't just take it. I don't really want to.
We'll see about that.
Okay. See, that's the spirit. I don't really want to set fire to my hometown.
Also, explosions happen with gasoline.
Right.
Are
Yeah.
you leaving Ember on the,
No, Ember's on my back.
So you're definitely not punching anything yet.
I can punch things. I just block with my face instead of my back. It's fine.
I think mechanically, if you're carrying Ember, I think you're going to be impaired.
That's fine.
Okay.
If there's a scrap, I'll put him down.
Yeah.
You hear that?
So that is, if I recall correctly, impaired is a -2 to physical actions.
Oh no.
You're definitely putting the kid down.
Definitely putting the kid down.
Impaired. So you can on a roll by roll basis, you can spend 1 fatigue to ignore that
Yeah,
-2.
okay. Drag that over. Ooh,
What?
I have a bug report.
You have a bug report?
The provided item type must be in a shit. It went away.
What?
I can't drag impaired onto my sheet.
Let me try it. Let me see what's wrong.
You can join the Discord to report the bugs.
Join our Discord to report the bugs and also hang out with us, cool cats. We are so
I
much
just added it.
saner. Well, oh, it's locked. That's probably why. So I can't control. I have no idea.
What's locked?
The compendium?
Maybe you don't own the status. Configure permissions. Owner.
We got a raid.
Raid.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Hi.
Thanks for the raid. Welcome
I'm in
to
that
Adventure
raid.
Archive.
You're in that raid?
You are the raid.
You are the raid.
Oh, what did you review? Over arms. Ooh,
I don't
hi.
know what that is.
But if you want to, y'all can check out the Adventure Archive. They have a...
If there's the status
Podcast?
now.
Yeah,
What up, fellers?
they got weekend podcasts.
They got Weekend Podcast. Flameo Raiders.
Super CTA knows what's up.
Yep.
Flameo Hotman.
So I unlocked the statuses. I'm able to see them by actually claiming my character.
Wait,
I did that.
I gave everybody access to the statuses. I gave everyone ownership of the status items. So you should be able to add them to your sheet now.
Yeet. Cool. Got it.
Cool.
So yeah, we're gonna go.
Learning.
Should we go meet my family? I feel like I should say hi. Is that gonna? Is everybody?
I would like to meet my ward's
I mean, yeah,
parents.
how long have you been gone?
Like 4-ish years.
It's a bunch of years.
It's a lot of years. We kind of, I got a lot of siblings, and they're all really small. So I had to go.
Significantly less small now.
Yeah. Turns out working with oil is bad for your lungs, so my parents aren't doing too hot. That's why I send them.
Doing
Like,
too
I'm not-
hot.
Huh?
Doing too
I was
hot.
gonna make that joke too, but I was gonna let her finish first.
Right.
Fire bending.
And Jess, remember the punching thing?
Uh huh.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool.
Cool.
Yeah. I'll do it again.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they're but it's okay. I mean, they're good. They're alive, I think.
I mean, if you have to qualify that with, I think that we need to go check in with them.
Yeah.
And maybe they can let us know if things have changed around here in the last 4 years.
I think I need to use the GM move of inflict a condition.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna inflict guilty.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems fair. Wow, I'm struggling right now. Got this fucking kid on my back, this monkey on my back.
Let's go back to Sparrow Key Station, Kiku's hometown.
Yeah, no,
that'll really help us.
Well, I gotta.
Romp.
Everything's fine.
I have to tell him. We have to tell him what's going on. You know, right?
It's gonna be a fun romp.
I gotta tell him. I'm walking.
All right. So you're heading to your home
Yes,
first.
my ancestral
All right.
home.
All right, your ancestral home.
Yeah.
How many generations have lived here?
Just the one, really.
A long history.
Yeah, it's you know.
Is there
yeah.
a clarifier on ancestral? I mean, if
That-
families live there, it's
That does track as far as timeline goes, because you're like,
Yeah.
what, 20-ish?
Yeah, I would guess.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
And the war ended 4 years ago.
Yep.
And Sparrowkeet Air tanked when the war ended,
Mm-hmm.
but they didn't really get their start till near the end of the war.
Right.
So yeah, this town's probably only like 10 years old.
Yep. It was gonna be great.
It was, and
Yeah.
then it wasn't.
Yeah, it really was.
All right. You know, cutscene, start scene at Kiku's home. How big is this house?
Like townhouse size.
Okay.
How many siblings?
Sorry?
How many siblings do you have?
7.
oh,
Teen.
In like a 3-bedroom sort of like.
Yeah, there were there wasn't a lot of room. It was supposed to be a colony, right? So parents took that pretty much to heart.
Oof.
So there's a lot of us. There's Miku,
Oh God.
Riku, Liku, Tiku, Ziku, Iku,
Is that 2 eyes?
yeah, and Steve.
I've never hated you so much until right now.
I shudder to ask what your mom and dad's name is.
Oh no.
Well, Steve Sr.
Yeah.
But Steve is the youngest.
Right, Steve's the yeah.
Yeah. Steve Jr.
And my mom's name is.
I have a handy dandy like list of Fire Nation names
Did
somewhere.
you say Rhonda? What'd you
Somewhere.
Or Brenda. Not Brenda.
Steve and Brenda, huh?
Yep. Yep. Apparently, no. Fire Nation names.
Thank you.
Ayami.
Yep, that's Mom.
Jesus.
Dad's name is Kiku. It was supposed to be a boy.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, I'll knock on the door.
Oh God. I was imagining just like
Just going in
inside.
Yeah.
So it's just noise, just screaming and running and playing, and children being children, and in the middle of it all, your parents, who essentially are a mixture of emotions of where the hell have you been? Thank you for sending money to us. We're glad to see you alive. And it's just like, these are words that are coming out of their mouths. It's a cacophony. There's hugging. There's ribbing. There's just, it's a lot. And they don't seem to have taken notice of literally any of the rest of you.
Mom, Dad, these are my friends. These are my friends. That's Taiki, It's Yuxuan. That's Lan. It's Chesa. Don't take anything. Oh, Ember. Oh, God. I'll put Ember down. He's not mine.
You've been gone for 4 years. Ember's like what?
10?
8, 10.
Not a smart woman. Just go play.
Ember's very shy, but
Oh, the
siblings don't care.
Yeah, they're just like grab Ember and they all start wrestling or something. We're back. I'm back.
I don't know what to do with this.
Hi, Mom and Pops.
So I'll share the information about Spirokeet
Okay.
and tell them to just tell everyone
Okay.
in town, and that I'm gonna make it right.
Okay.
We're gonna fix it, and that might mean Spirokeet comes back, and it might mean I get enough money to move us, but I'm gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, where is the mustachioed Mo?
So it's been 4 years since you've been back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
He's shaved since then. He's no longer the mustachioed now.
No, I was just thinking he's fucking dead or something.
Yes.
And you're like, oh, he doesn't have a mustache
Yeah.
anymore.
So about 2 years ago, he got run out of town with tomatoes.
Sure.
Just he never came back.
Ah.
Those
And
must have been some horrible tomatoes.
Well,
and no one knows where the
you don't
fuel
stream
is.
anymore.
He was an earthbender, so presumably it's buried, and no one's an earthbender here.
Oh, I got one. Two. I have two. Do you know where he went? Oh. Fuck. See, no one.
He hit the fuel.
Can you guys like sense the earth?
Do you have some sort of like
We don't know where
earth-
other
like a
earthbenders
tremor
are now.
sense sort of thing?
Keanu just slowly raises her hand.
Huh?
I learned to feel through the earth from Toph.
Chesa, really? Like you've never heard of? No. Okay.
What?
Is this like a school?
Toph Beifong's Metal Bending Academy. It's where we're trying to get to.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Okay. How much? What's the entry fee? It's free?
If you can metal bend.
Where's Lord Zuko's school of super gifted, awesome firebenders?
I think that's called the Fire Nation Military.
I was 10.
Okay,
when I
the
left.
military and school are very different.
I mean, they teach you a lot. So you can find the oil, right? Just like that?
In theory. Yeah. I use it a lot at work, so
Oh, yeah.
that's how I found this.
You
It just
wanna
taps the fan.
You want to do it?
No pressure or anything, but like we really need it, and it would be super my fault if this didn't work out.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's accurate.
Mm-hmm. I'm really counting on you. Please.
Good.
I was just gonna say, do we have any idea an area where it might have been hidden?
Somewhere in or around town. So it's gonna take a while to locate it because this doesn't have infinite range, and she's not the greatest at it.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a couple of ideas. It could be close to his home because that's where he was the most often, I assume. It could be close to where the station itself actually was to make it easily accessible to the ships that were coming in. Those are really the two main ideas I have at the moment.
Okay.
Probably a safe bet.
Yeah.
Start there.
Start at the old
Alright.
station.
Before we leave the house, Is there like a nice jar where somebody would like keep their tea leaves?
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna like slip in my little purse of coinage that I got off one of the guards and just leave it there before we leave.
Just reverse pickpocketing.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make you rely on skills and training for that.
Okay.
That's a really cool thing to do. What are you?
Then I talk with Ember before we leave and convince him that it's probably smart to stay here with the other kids while we go into the maybe dangerous thing of looking for explosive fuel.
Yeah.
He always cares what you think. And that sounds like a plead.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll with harmony.
I mean, I would think that hanging out with kids sounds a lot more
Gotcha.
interesting than
Nailed it.
Wow, I was gonna help, but you know, that's what I appreciate about you, Yuxuan. You always can solve problems with your words.
Listen, we'll come back because we need to get you back to Udao, back to your parents. But we need to do this right now, and it's not safe.
Yuxuan is a word bender.
I am the most wordy bender of all of us, but I'm not that wordy. I mean, no, not a negative, right? I think that's what it was.
You didn't have to punch anyone. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Chesa, I'm gonna hard shift your balance towards friendship for that move.
Oh, okay.
Seems appropriate.
Fair.
It's not so much a shift towards friendship as a shift away from survival.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. I thought about friendship and not myself for once.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually, so the two principles aren't diametrically opposed, but they are pretty opposed. I'm having the most trouble personally with Taiki's principles. His loyalty and confidence seem to go hand in hand.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like loyalty to.
Yeah. It's kind of weird. Kind of a little weird.
Mm.
I don't know.
I think we've gotten rid of Kiku's impaired, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. For now.
For now.
For now.
But how does one clear guilty?
I was just gonna look that up. As a matter of fact.
Where are my conditions? Do I really not have a conditions cheat sheet?
Break
Oh, there it is.
Something.
Oh, and I guess
Guilty.
technically that would have been a
personal
12.
sacrifice to absolve your guilt. Yeah, that would have been a 12. Because it would have
So I
used your
have to
plus
get rid
one
of my
forward.
+1 forward.
Yep.
Personal sacrifice to absolve your guilt.
Yep.
Okay.
Alrighty. Okay. So Kianyu is going to very carefully remove her boots because she learned how to do this from Toph, who doesn't wear shoes. So she can only do it if she's barefoot. And she's essentially just going to start stomping around town barefoot, trying to find this underground cache of fuel.
I'm going to try to copy her, not knowing at all what she's doing.
Okay. Are you going to actually make an attempt to learn?
Yes.
Then I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll the training move.
Ooh.
Okay.
Because that's a thing that exists.
Okay.
So when you spend time with a teacher learning and training in a new technique, roll with modifiers from the following questions. Is your balance in line with your center, or are you free of conditions? You are free of conditions.
I'm free of conditions, and I'm one away from center.
Okay, so that's +1. Do you and your teacher share at least one background? What are your backgrounds?
Pull that back up. Outlaw and wilderness.
Yeah, no. That's a no.
Yeah.
Does your teacher agree with your reasons for training and learning? What are your reasons for training and learning?
I did not realize that earthbending could do more things than I could use it for. Like, I didn't realize that it could do helpful things.
She absolutely agrees with that. So that's not a -1.
Okay.
Oh.
And is the technique easy to grasp based on your current training experience and skills? No, it is not. -1.
Okay.
So it's +1 and a -1. So you're rolling even.
Okay.
I believe in you.
Did you use your +1 forward yet?
I have
I
not.
was about to.
Not. So now you got a +1.
Okay. So am I rolling just a straight 2d6 or am I
2d6
rolling?
+1.
Okay, it's not a creativity or anything.
If you have
Okay,
a
got it.
trait that has +1, you can just roll that.
Oh, good idea, Jordan.
Hey.
Nice.
Hey.
On a 10+, you learn it with ease, and it takes as little time as possible. So over the course of Keanu trying to find this thing, you actually learn seismic sense.
That's dope.
Okay.
Yeah, I told you there's a reason I'm wearing shoes.
Uh-huh.
There's an oak tree 2 miles that way. I could just see it.
It's a little more than 2 miles, but
Uh,
close enough. Good job, Chesa. Good job.
There you go.
Where's advanced techniques? What the hell? There we go. Earthbending techniques. Is there not a... Oh, I'm in the wrong... Jesus. I'm looking at firebending. I'm dumb. Seismic sense. So it is called detect... The technique is called detect the heavy step. Use seismic sense to detect the instant an enemy is about to move against you. Become prepared, and at any time during this exchange, you may lose your prepared status and mark fatigue to interrupt an enemy as they use a technique. They must mark an additional 3 fatigue, or you disrupt their attempt to act, canceling the technique.
Oh God.
That's bad.
So this actually ends up falling very well in line with the way you already fight, which is creating small hills and holes. This essentially is just knowing when they're about to step somewhere and doing it perfectly.
Sick.
So I can.
Just
What
like
was it
Cove.
called?
What's that?
What was it called again?
I am adding it to Foundry as we speak.
Oh, okay, okay. I was gonna pull it up so you didn't have to, but thank you. I can sense a large structure of granite right behind me. It's just Kiku.
Chiseled from marble, baby.
So
God, woman.
I do want to point out that now that you have learned a technique, you now have a technique at the learned level. In order to use a technique that's at the learned level, you have to roll a 10+ on the stance move, and then spend 1 fatigue in order to use it.
Okay.
Once you've successfully used it in an encounter, in an exchange, it becomes practiced. And then in order for it to become mastered, you need to do a thing that your master sets for you. And I don't think that we're gonna get there in this one shot. So I'm not gonna bother with that. If that's
Says you said it's in my techniques?
I'm adding it now.
Oh, sorry. It just showed up. Whoa.
Yep. And I'm just gonna change it to learned. There we go.
And it's in defend and maneuver. That makes sense.
Yep. All right. Okay. That's the thing that
Thank you.
happened. So, while Chesa is learning from Keanu and Keanu is looking for this cache, what's everyone else doing? Following?
Probably running around after the little ones.
Okay, so just staying back.
Teaching them to throw punches better. It's been 4 years. They really haven't kept up their practice. Wrestling with them all.
Okay.
Trying to teach Ember how to punch.
Got it.
And firebend a little bit.
He's still afraid of firebending.
I'm just like make a little flame. It's okay.
I feel like I should remind you that the first time you saw this kid, he was trying and failing to firebend ice off of his bro's hands.
Yeah, we're gonna work on it.
Yeah. You can work on that. Yeah.
I'll be with Chesa and Keanu, keeping
Okay.
an eye on the skies just in case.
Okay. Land?
I want
Or
to
Yuxuan.
take. Yeah, sorry. So start talking.
You're good.
I want to take what I know about Sparakeet Air, what we learned from Yuxuan, and start talking to the people
Mm-hmm.
in Sparakeet Station.
Yeah.
I'm looking to do whatever I can.
Okay.
A move that I have.
That's a move you have.
That's a move I have.
Okay.
And maybe see if they know or have any ideas where the fuel might be.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and roll with Harmony.
Let's go ahead and roll with Harmony. Heck yes.
Jeez.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm,
Hell yeah. You like even with a +1, you are killing it with Harmony.
Word bending.
All right.
Hey, you.
On a hit, you hear about the most significant and serious problem at hand. So the most significant problem that they are having is essentially Sparrowkeet Air has decided to stop refueling this refueling station. If they had a source of fuel, they could just reestablish themselves as a refueling station, and the town would thrive again. They have mechanics. They have skilled refueling engineers, because it's not as simple as refueling in modern times.
Looking at you, Jersey.
And they just don't and they don't have work to do, but if that work showed up, the town would thrive again. And then on a 10+, you can ask a follow-up question about the problem or cause, and you take +1 ongoing when you act on the answer.
So this is kind of a roundabout way. The Burgermeister, mustachioed Mo, hid the fuel that they do have.
Yes.
So if they had access to that, it could maybe start to help establish them as a refueling station to get them off of the ground until they can come up with their own source of fuel.
Yeah.
Where would he have been likely to hide it?
Yeah. So they you're able to discern that Mo spent a lot of time in a specific abandoned construction site that, now that you mention it, has actually been abandoned since before Sparrowkeet pulled out. And that's just a teeny bit suspicious.
Very sus.
Okay, so after I learned that, I'm going to see if I can't find the rest of my group and lead them there.
All right.
And Chesa probably feels me running through the streets because he's learned this new technique.
What does it feel like? Does it feel like Daredevil, where you can just sense all the stuff moving around? Or?
So the way it's described in the show, and you'd know this if you watch season 2, episode 6, The Blind Bandit, is you feel vibrations through the ground via earthbending. So essentially, you reach out with your earthbending and get a sense of where all the earth is.
Gotcha.
And when it moves, you know about it.
I like it.
Someone post the GIF.
Yeah, Jordan got it.
Jordan got it?
Yeah.
It's in chat.
I mean, it's in Discord.
Discord. Okay, that's fine. As long as it's somewhere. If you're not on our Discord, join our Discord. Alrighty. So you alright. Taiki, Lan, what are you doing when all this is happening?
Watching Chesa live his best life learning.
Okay. Taiki?
While all this been happening,
Yeah.
I was watching the air around Chesa. And
Yep. You already told me that. Sorry.
You good?
All right. So Chesa and Keanu are just stomping around town, and Yuxuan comes up running.
Stompy boots. Take it easy.
What? I mean, I'm trying. Fine.
What?
Just not gonna tell him now.
I mean, I've got some important information if you're willing to hear it.
Yeah, I'm willing to hear it.
We're looking in the wrong place. You need to look. Specifically, this one thing that's right over.
Okay, wordsmith, get there.
Yeah, if you go like left here, go to the next intersection, make a left, go down 2 blocks, and make a right. Down on the left, there's an abandoned construction site.
Oh.
That's where most spend a lot of their time. And it's been abandoned since before the company pulled out of the settlement here.
That makes a lot of sense.
You can learn things if you talk to the people.
I was talking to the ground.
Did the ground talk back? I'm concerned about you, Chesa.
Kinda.
It's an earth-bending thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that would be why I don't understand.
Yeah, me neither, but I guess it works. You're very loud when you stomp, apparently. I don't know. They've kind of been getting after me, too.
I thought it wasn't important information, so it felt like the haste was warranted.
Yeah, no, we should go check that out.
Yeah, no, it's no offense. Like, I mean, it's a lot louder than you'd think it would be because it's.
Does it hurt your ears, though?
Kinda.
Really?
Like, if you were to like stomp right now, like that's a pretty big woof.
I jump
But
up
you're
and down
feeling it-
repeatedly, right next to you.
So
What's that
sorry.
sound like?
I'm just confused how it goes from your feet to your ears.
It's not like in my ears. It's just like it feels loud. I'm proud of you
Okay.
for being an asshole.
Chesa, what's it sound like? Chesa, what's it sound like?
It sounds like Kiku looks.
It's at this point a Kiku holding like 6 kids, just like jetpack superhero lands in the middle of the square. They're all going, wee! Do it again!
You just got them like stacked up too.
Yeah. Just dust everywhere.
I love how Kiku is just straight up Louisa.
Yeah,
She's a strong one. She's not nervous.
yeah.
Yeah.
Pressure that
She close because she knows what her worth is. I mean,
Shit, what's
yeah,
the next
like
one?
where are you guys going?
Huh?
Sorry, I've watched that clip a lot. Anyways,
So you rush over to the construction site, and I can't take this from Chesa and have Keanu do it. Chesa, you just start stomping around and feeling for fuel.
yes, yeah, I guess I will move towards the abandoned construction site.
All right.
You want to look for voids in the earth.
So you don't find a void so much as you find what feels like a huge metal box buried about 6 feet down.
It's a void of earth. It's not.
Sure.
And then
And you
try
just
and lift that box up.
just lift the box out of the ground.
Yeah. Well, I guess yeah, it would need to part and then raise.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it,
It is a very large metal box.
Okay, so I guess I will part, and I can't really lift earth or metal, so
Nope.
No, but we
Lady?
have
You could-
someone who does.
Minor metal bending is what we were told.
little bit. And once you part the earth, I mean, keep in mind this is like 6 feet of earth. Keanu just pushes, and a staircase comes out, and she walks down and just starts feeling the metal, and just twists, and a hidden latch opens,
Cool.
nice.
and a hatch just falls in.
How big's the box?
Take a peek in.
This box is about 30 feet square.
Got it.
It's a huge metal box.
And how deep is it? Would Chesa have been able to feel depth? of the metal
Yeah,
box?
it's about 15 feet deep.
So
You're telling me you did that with earthbending?
Yeah.
Fascinating.
I mean, there's a keyhole, but I figured,
Oh,
yeah, just
don't break the illusion, man. You were doing so good.
I don't know, like I bent the metal. It's just like there's
Okay, got it.
I don't know how it worked.
I want to get onto the surface of the box with
Mhm.
Keanu as well, and peer into the open latch.
Okay.
hatch.
So as you peer in, you are assaulted with the smell of old gasoline.
How
It'll
do we
do.
How do we get it from?
They're presumably you use some kind of non-firebending light, maybe. It's not. I should clarify. It's not full of gasoline. There are containers of gasoline inside.
Oh,
Okay.
Got it.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
Like jerry cans type of thing.
More like kegs.
Okay.
Okay.
Barrels.
So we're gonna need Kiku,
Yeah.
but not the flamey Kiku, just the strong Kiku.
Yeah. No, I
One
get
spark.
that. Yeah,
One
I
spark,
grew,
this whole place goes up. Yeah.
yeah. No, I
you
grew
know
up
how this-
here.
I felt like I needed to reiterate. You've been
No,
doing
but
a
I'm
lot
not
of
an
fire
idiot,
shit.
and I feel like you guys say that you don't think that I am, but then you say that, and it kind of hurts my
This is
feelings.
all
Smack.
just self preservation here. Okay, just trying to.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Muscles.
Oh my god! Punch. A punch
Be
is with a
muscles.
closed fist, but I'm proud of you. We're
Thank
getting
you.
there.
We're all making movements towards being better people.
You're
today.
having a day, Chesa, and I'm really proud of you.
I feel so good right now.
You should.
Ah.
You should. I'm gonna go get the barrels, and if someone tells me not to set oil on fire or gas or whatever it is, I actually never learned. I'm kind of stupid.
Yes.
How many do we need?
One should be. One will fill your tank easily.
So 2.
Yeah, you think you can do it? With all your big old muscles?
Did you
just
see
grab
how
2?
many kids? Did you see that? I've never landed
yeah,
like
that
that
was-
before. It hurt my
that
knee
was-
so much. Oh
That was
my
a
god.
lot of. Yeah.
So 2.
Yeah, so 2.
Okay.
So I'll go down. I'm assuming I can just awkwardly lift him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, is the hatch on the top of the box
Hatch is
or
on
was
the
it
top
on
of
the
the
front?
box. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Who can we tell in this town about the rest of the oil that's here?
Everybody.
Who was
Mom and dad. at
well
least.
liked? Like, who was a leader
Yeah.
among the people?
Among the
Other
people,
than the-
not Mo. Bo.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Joe?
Resist.
Can I?
Bo.
Joe?
Kiku with a C. No, what was the? I need a Fire Nation name. Sorry. There was an older gentleman who kind of everybody kind of looked up to.
Like, who would be the de facto
Yeah.
mayor?
He was the
The
mayor
village elder.
without being exactly the village elder.
Right.
Kenshin.
Kenshin.
Great name.
Yeah,
Was
old
it
man
like
Ken.
an old swordsman that?
Yeah.
Would you say that he was?
I knew that was gonna
Kenshin?
happen as soon as I just picked randomly from the Fire Nation
Yeah.
names table, and I was like, I know this is gonna be the reference.
Sure.
That...
I mean, we call him Old Man Shin Splints, but
Wow.
yeah, but that was just when we were kids. He didn't really, but he was really nice. He taught me a little bit about firebending.
Do the Fire Nation people just have osteoporosis or something? Like your knee has shin split? Like, is there a theme here?
No, he has shin splints.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. I mean, I landed on my knee, and it's gonna bruise. But no, old.
What's in the water here?
Yeah.
Like,
Kenshin would know. Kenshin, everybody likes Kenshin.
okay.
Fire Nation just skips leg day. routinely.
Right? Okay, that's gotta be it.
Oh, let's get my thighs are great. My thighs are great.
Christ. So while you're unearthing this oil, there's a commotion on the town's main strip. It sounds like jeering yells.
Oh well.
Go investigate that
Yeah.
shit.
Just drop what you're doing and run.
I'll carry a barrel.
Okay. So as you get near the main thoroughfare, you catch sight of the colors before anything else. There is a Sparrowkeet Air branded carriage being pulled by what are they called? Shit. What combination of animals is
Horse
it?
camel.
No, hang on.
They
are I actually have it. I just need to look it up. Ostrich horses.
Damn it.
Oh.
Chocobos.
Chocobos.
Hey, there was one of those in the one episode I watched.
Nice. And we'll pick up right there when we get back from our break.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a break. Cliffhanger.
I have to pee.
I know how to do commercial breaks. Welcome back. We're not playing D&D. We're playing Avatar Legends.
Always.
Still.
Forever.
Flamio.
Flamio.
Welcome back. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Maritz, for the Trito.
Trito for the food queen.
Oh god.
She bolts to her feet.
Mm-hmm.
She like oatmeal.
So yeah, when we left off, you had just spotted a Sparrowkeet Air branded carriage being drawn by 2 ostrich horses into town, and there's a significant amount of jeering. The driver is kind of cringing away from the jeering, but you can tell that there is. It's the kind of carriage that has a covered seat in the back, basically just a box on wheels with a driver on the front. I'm describing it horribly, but hopefully you get the idea. The windows are drawn, so you do not know who is in this carriage.
Like a proper person's like riding carriage, not like a wagon. Right.
So,
Is there like a shadow of maybe a big mustache or something through the...
adorable. Would you like to assess the situation?
I would.
Okay. Roll
I do-
creativity.
I do the hell out of that.
Oh, and you've got casing the joint, which modifies assess the situation. So I've actually edited your assessing a situation move to include casing the joint.
Okay. Oops, made the wrong one. Okay. Pull this up. Where's it at? Where's assess? Where is it? Found it.
That was a noise.
How can I roll it? Just click the name, right?
Click
No.
creativity next to it.
I got it. I did it.
That's a strong hit. All
I
right.
did it.
So you can choose 2 of the 8 questions afforded to you as the rogue.
Okay, I see all 8 questions. Gotcha. So, what here? What is the biggest threat? I guess no. Who or what? No, sorry. It's in the greatest danger. Yeah. So, what is the biggest threat? So, I guess how threatening of a situation does this look? Does this look like, Sparrowkeet Air official is showing up, or just some kind of official?
The biggest threat in this situation is that the crowd is going to become violent.
Okay.
Because they are already throwing jeers and insults, and the tiniest spark could ignite in actual violence.
It's like gas.
Sure.
Who
I know how
or
that works.
who's in control of the situation?
Definitely the crowd.
Okay.
And it's not a huge crowd. There's like maybe a dozen,
Sure.
2 dozen people out on the street.
Can we cause a distraction?
Oh.
What are you hoping to achieve here?
To not have something ignite.
Okay.
Just draw their attention away before Like, if the crowd is in control, distract the crowd.
How would you like to distract the crowd?
Is there a... Are we anywhere near like a...
explosion.
Are we anywhere near like a marketplace of sorts?
This town isn't big enough to have a marketplace
Yeah, I know.
anymore.
So this is like the main thoroughfare in the town, you said,
Yeah.
right? Is Kenshin nearby?
Probably. Yeah. He would be in the crowd.
Could we call to him, maybe plead with him to stop the crowd from being violent because we have a way to help the settlement? Him being the like de facto.
Can we announce that right now?
Given the result of your whatever I can, I think it's reasonable that he would care what you think.
Okay.
So you can plead with him.
I would like to do that. And does this get my +1 ongoing from...
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to roll Harmony, and it doesn't include the additional +1.
Okay.
So that's an 8.
Okay. All right. So that's a weak hit on plead. So what are you asking him to do?
I'm asking him to calm the crowd.
Okay.
To stop there from being a major incident. Because if they give us time, we can help them.
Okay. So on a weak hit, they need something more. Evidence that this is the right course, guidance in making the right choices, or resources to aid them. He needs proof.
Kiku's holding a barrel.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I would... Yeah, essentially just point back to just like... Don't make any sudden movements or gestures, but we found it.
Okay. So Kenshin will... he is surprised at this, but he's turned away from the carriage when his face betrays his emotions. So by the time he's turned around, he's passive, he's calm, and he slowly moves through the crowd. And when I say crowd, it's essentially like a line of people on either side of the street that are just like slowly moving with the carriage as it meanders into town. And he just he just has a calming effect on everyone he walks by, and the situation de-escalates. And the driver is breathing a sigh of relief.
You can come out now.
Person?
Are you showing yourselves? I mean, Yuxuan obviously would have had to be visible, but the rest of you, are you revealing your presence?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Okay. So the door to the carriage opens, and out steps Yuzen Jr.
Hey, fucker.
I'll ignore that for your sake. I know we have our differences, but I came here looking for you. And the crowd is like just surrounding at this point. And he looks slightly terrified. Slightly. I have a deal to propose.
Okay.
Can we talk more privately.
I don't know that you get to here.
I think here is good.
Everybody here might be impacted by what you say. Does that seem reasonable?
It's not about impact, it's about collateral.
Alright, is there a nearby building we can go into?
Plenty.
Alright, pick one.
Alright.
I don't know that I'm gonna go and be a part of this conversation.
Okay.
And I would like Chesa to stay with me.
Okay.
You guys coming with me?
I'm going. Yeah, I want to be a part of that conversation.
Alright. And Lan. Obviously.
Escorting him in.
Alright.
As soon as they walk into the building, I'm turning around to Yuxuan. I'm like, what are you thinking? What do you got?
You know how you like to steal stuff, right?
Yep.
They got a carriage.
I'll have left the barrel with the other two.
Okay.
Bayless's
I can
face
do
is
that.
really good.
Yep.
Okay. So we cut to inside the building, and it's just the four of you. And Yuxuan says that I have had some time to think, and I think that Sparrowkeet Air is doing more harm than good.
Sure.
But I don't own a controlling interest, so I can't change course.
What do you want us to do about it?
In a nutshell, I'm offering you jobs.
Excuse me?
Can I do the thing?
Which thing is that?
The suspicious mind thing.
Sure.
Was that listening to an Elvis song?
What?
This is Elvis has a song called Suspicious Minds.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to roll with focus. Yes.
Oh, you're good at that.
Yes.
That's a strong
With
hit.
a +1 from the +1 forward.
All right.
Thanks, Moritz.
So that's a strong hit. So you get to ask 2. Oh, you hold 2. And at any time this scene, you can just ask any one of those 5 questions.
Are you telling the truth? Are you really?
Yes.
Okay. My name's Spartacus. Alright, I'll hold on to stuff for now.
All right.
What is offering what?
My father is still in charge. As president, I essentially just enact the will of the board of directors. I need people on the inside who can hasten the company's demise.
You had mentioned that you were worried about all the employees. Is that what you really want?
It's a matter of restructuring. Sparrowkeet Air is... It shouldn't be in the hands of the few. It should be in the hands of the many. It can be run better as a series of smaller outposts, each with its own fleet.
I feel like that restructuring is going to take a very long time.
It's not going to be comfortable, but it's the only way I see forward. But here's the rub. You're all known to Sparrowkeet Air. There's a dozen guards with bruises aplenty to point you out in a lineup.
And a tree.
That was me laughing.
Mm-hmm.
At him.
Oh, okay.
There will need to be a peace offering. The artifact. Once the company is, I'll do everything in my power to block its sale, and once the company is dissolved, I'll ensure that it's placed in the right hands.
Where's our fellow airbending buddy? Or airbending, earthbending?
That's a good question.
Would they be here?
I think she would just be hiding.
Okay. Alright. Ugh. I don't know if we're in a... I don't want to make that choice.
So while you ponder that, let's switch scenes to Yuxuan and Chesa. What do you have in mind?
You see, what we gotta do is we have to get the driver off of the carriage somehow. Then we can take it, and we can get the fuel back to the ship. Make quick work of that. Kiku can carry she can carry 1 or 2 barrels, but it's a waste, and it's gonna wear her down.
Plus, we're robbing them of their carriage,
and it's gonna slow them down from perhaps following us.
Absolutely, yeah. You stinky little man, you've had this in you all the time. So proud of you.
When the scenario fits the need, and we plan ahead for these things.
Oh, Taiki.
We're not just we're talking this through. We're discussing a plan. We're formulating actions here. We're deciding what's best for the group as a whole and not for the individual.
And we're not being impulsive.
We're not being impulsive. Exactly. This is a well thought out, well oiled machine here. Maybe we'll see.
I'd love to give you luck for that comment as the technologist, but that's not a thing.
I mean, you could throw like a +1 forward if you want. That's the thing you can do. You can decide that.
Yeah, I can decide that. That's the thing I can do. That's not one of my GM moves, but fuck it.
But fuck it.
But fuck it.
So I'm going to mark a +1 forward because.
Because.
He said so.
What's your plan for getting the driver away from the carriage?
Well, I think the plan hinges on the conclusion of their conversation. We need to hear what
we need to hear,
because this is going to affect the group as a whole, so we don't want to make any rash, impulsive decisions that might cause negative effects on everyone else. I don't hear any yelling or explosions from inside the building, so maybe the conversation's going well. Maybe.
Yeah. I would say that we're probably waiting to see the opinion of the group when they come back out of this conversation before we enact our plan. You know what I mean?
Everyone's waiting for everyone else.
So yeah, maybe once we bring the rest of the group on board, I know Kiku likes to do her little flying knee trick. And I can't imagine that the driver is, too sturdy sitting on the seat of that carriage.
Oh my god, he's 70.
Oh, I didn't realize he was a little old man. Never mind.
Kiku does like to fly me though, so just putting that out there.
Assuming a military type bodyguard person who was driving it. Okay, little old man.
No,
their picture now.
Aside from the branding on the carriage, this is off the books. This is Eugen's personal valet.
So maybe we can use Kenshin to lure him in for a cup of tea, just hey, while you're sitting up there, fellow old person.
Yeah, while you're waiting for your boss to come back, maybe you would like a spot of tea.
Yeah.
That's
Let's go ahead and
doable.
lead with that either way. Because even if we don't mess with the carriage, that still gets the driver out of the way.
Listen, it's not a violent solution, so I don't know if Kiku's going to be on board.
Right, but if we get rid of the driver at least for a few minutes, like that's still going to slow him down. Right?
It gives us the opening to do what we want with the carriage.
Yes.
Okay, I like this. I'm on board. We can do this. Let me go have a conversation with Kenshin.
Yeah, he likes you.
Okay. So you're going to just ask Kenshin to distract the driver.
You're the word bender. Go bend the words.
I don't know that we need a roll for this. It's not a particularly large ask for Kenshin. He's generally a nice guy, and offering a guy tea is totally in his wheelhouse.
But his motives.
And there's nothing shifty going on. We're just asking to give the old guy tea.
Listen, we need the driver to be distracted for a few minutes. Do you mind, having a little sit down, just drink with him? It's
On it. No roll needed. There's no uncertainty here. Oh no, that's bad. Yeah. Okay. So you do that. He does that. That's a thing. We're gonna cut back to the conversation happening inside. Taiki, I haven't heard from you at all.
Nope.
What do you do? How are you acting this whole time?
Stony face, just listening with a blank expression. Trying to keep my emotions, but after the offer is initially made, I'd probably say we need to talk with the rest of our group.
So he just kind of like gestures after you, suggesting that he's just gonna wait behind while you go confer.
I'll be right back. I'll go out to Chesa and Yuxuan.
Okay. Lan and Kiku, are you staying with him?
He's telling the truth, but I don't want to. No, I'll stay here.
I'll stay.
Okay. We are not enemies.
Tree branch?
I'm still.
You were very violent.
It's my thing.
And I did what I could to mitigate violence.
It worked.
Aren't you afraid of your father?
Terrified. But I have a responsibility.
Is that his number one fear right now?
Is that
Are
you spending
what's your
your whole-
biggest worry or something? Yeah.
what are you worried about?
Yeah.
Are
you worried about your own skin? Or are you worried about?
right now he's worried about being found out and ruining this plan.
Okay.
You asked the player. Yeah, you asked the player, not the character.
So, in the grand scheme of things, spare
So
key.
that's your second hold.
Yeah. How would his plan dramatically influence everything?
In what context?
I'm trying to weigh having this artifact with the avatar versus the purposes that he wants. I'm trying to figure out what's better.
He's suggesting he has told you that he is planning on once the artifact is in the company's hands, the company will do as it does and attempt to sell it off to the highest bidder, but he will do what he can to block the sale in the hopes that he can do so long enough for the company to become insolvent, sell off its assets to a variety of owners, at which point he will take his golden parachute of that artifact, which he will then get into the Avatar's hands.
How certain is any of that?
It's not. But this is the way forward that if it works, everyone walks away happy. My employees continue to have employment. This town can regrow.
That needs to be a priority. This town needs to regrow.
The artifact ends up in the Avatar's hands.
We don't have any guarantees.
I can't give you any.
It's kind of a problem for me. Land's real diplomatic.
I try to make everybody happy.
No, I'm asking, is that what that word means?
Yeah.
Okay, your land's real diplomatic.
It seems like this plan has the most potential to do good. Despite the uncertainty.
But what if you can't block the sale? Then this has to get to the Avatar. That's number one.
And then employing us would...
That's where you come in. You hasten the demise of the company. You ensure that it happens in a timely manner.
And how do we do that?
That's a little complicated and more than just a conversation.
I think at this point we should probably rejoin the group. I think he's fine here.
Not smart enough for this.
So let's switch to Taiki and or Chesa and Yuxuan. So are you two waiting to steal the carriage?
Yeah, we're not going to do it immediately. At least that's my plan, is to not do it immediately.
Okay. So Taiki...
I was intending to wait for the outcome of their conversation.
Got it.
But I guess now that Taiki is out, we can ask him, like, you know, what seems to be the vibe of the... What's the pitch? What's the vibe of the conversation, you know?
I'll give him the down low on the little deal that has been proposed. We work for them to try and create the downfall of the company as quickly as possible. But peace offering is we give them the artifact, and we hope that Junior is able to keep it from being sold in the time that we can destroy the company, basically.
That's a lot of question marks, and none of them are in our favor.
It's a lot of open-endedness. Very little certainty.
I'm not comfortable with it.
There's very little in our control in that situation.
Yeah.
It's less that I don't trust Junior. It's more that I don't trust the company.
Yeah. How like the entire plan is hinged on the idea that the company can fail and that he doesn't get it sold so that he can give the artifact to the Avatar. Like that's a lot of...
Can we enter at this point?
Yeah.
That's a lot of big ifs.
That's apparently where we come in. We would help influence that.
I'm not against bringing down the company violently.
If they never get the artifact, then they're going to be brought down anyway.
Right, but then people lose
we already
their
have a
jobs.
way to... We already have a way to help this town.
No, well, this town and the employees of... So this is just a station, right? This isn't representative of everyone who's employed. Having the artifact and controlling that would ensure that the rest of the employees, unless I'm misunderstanding, would not be bad. Well, fuck, I don't know. This is
So
complicated.
I assume a lot of the rest of the employees that make money off of this company are like the people in this town.
Yep.
They work at stations, fixing the airships, refueling, doing maintenance, what have you.
Yep.
And they only have jobs and make money as long as the airships are moving through the town.
Accurate.
And his whole pitch is have the towns essentially be their own individual companies.
Yep.
So we're breaking apart the fucking monopoly.
So that's essentially what we're doing with this town.
Yeah.
But
Right now, we're making this town independent of the Sparakeet.
So we can do that in one go with some elbow grease on the inside.
How do you know, or how does he know that people are going to bite at the opportunity to run a business if we're the largest company that was doing that failed?
So it seems like Junior holds a lot of responsibilities now and knows enough to have created this plan and is motivated to do so. I have trust in that.
I believe when you say that he wants this plan to work. I am uncertain of the fact whether or not he is able to control enough of the variables.
To be fair, anybody that makes a plan hopes that it goes off well. Doesn't mean
Yes.
that it's necessarily a good plan.
My personal biggest issue with all of this is that I would need more details of Junior's on how he plans to keep the artifact safe long enough. The artifact, for me, is the most important part of all of this. It needs to get to the Avatar.
Why does he need it to sell a company? That's the part that I don't get.
I think it's less selling. The artifact is a sign of good faith on our part because of the shit stomping we did to their guards back in Boat Bottom.
I feel like an equally good sign of faith is we just don't let Kiku shit stomp anybody else.
Uh-oh.
I believe you're asking a lot, but don't let me
Yeah.
take words out of Kiku's mouth here.
I mean, it's, yeah.
Where?
Which do you think is more likely? Kiku doesn't punch somebody for 5 minutes, or this guy lies and takes the artifact and it never gets the Avatar?
I can confidently say that I don't think he's lying about... He's not lying about his motives for wanting the artifact. It's just a matter of whether or not he can get his plan to work.
See, I had a plan too. Very, very...
Just taking a bit of a step back from the conversation, just in terms of like scene framing. Where are you having this conversation? I'm imagining you having this in hushed tones, not near the building where you were talking to Yuxuan, but also not near the crowd that's sort of not.
I assume we took like we went around the corner in the direction of the construction site.
Okay, so towards Kianyu.
Oh, I
towards
envision
Kianyu.
Okay,
Chesa
thank
is
you. So
fucking
now I have an
mean.
NPC to talk through. But it's just hushed tones out on the street, but away from everybody.
Yeah.
Why does he need you to dissolve the company?
Yeah. The plan sounds good on the outside, but all the little details don't line up right.
I think it would just be helpful if he came back here and helped answer.
Should I go get him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you guys talk to him? I'm going to go get Ember.
Okay.
What are you going to do with Ember?
He's going to bring him back here because we might be leaving
Fast.
Quickly.
hurriedly. So just keep him talking for like 15 minutes or so.
Can we switch roles? Because I'm much better at picking up Ember, and you're much better at talking.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess. Sure.
Okay, thank you. I'll run home to get Ember.
Okay. All right, so we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
I want to explain my plan that I came up with Chesa to the others that are here,
Okay.
to Taiki and Lan.
Okay. And the plan is just steal their carriage, put
Grand Theft Carriage, yeah.
put fuel on it, and get it back to the dirigible.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The old GTC.
Yep.
Yeah.
I hate it. You could.
GTOH. Grand Theft Auto Tours. Isn't Grand Theft just any theft over like some dollar amount?
I have no idea.
300,000
Probably, yeah.
or something like that.
God no, it's like 1,500 or something stupid low.
That's not enough. That's
I'm
not
pretty
grand.
sure. I'm pretty
If
sure
it
that
was
law was made in the
300,000, then the game
1950s.
title wouldn't make
That's
sense.
just large.
The
theft.
game title wouldn't make sense.
What does grand mean?
Grand Theft.
I'm really in character right now.
Grand theft is a specific intent crime, meaning that the person taking the property must have had the exact intent of depriving the victim of the property or stealing.
So there's no
Oh,
value.
This,
Huh.
this is Grand Theft.
This is
All right.
Grand Theft.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Carriage.
It's
Sure.
okay. Theft.
Okay.
I took it knowing that it was going to be depriving of somebody else of it.
Sure.
Got it.
Okay. So Kiku, you're running home to get Ember.
Yep.
The rest of you, you're going back to talk to Yuxuan.
Yeah.
Presumably keeping Qianyu and the artifact out of sight.
Yeah.
I'm getting comfortably close to the driver's seat of this carriage. Not sitting in it, just ready.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so I would go inside the building where
Yeah, I was gonna say so the three of us are going back
Yep.
into the
Yeah.
tent building, wherever. Cool.
Okay.
Chesa,
So-
you want to come with? You want to hold my hand, Chesa?
Chester's gotta get ready to steal.
I know,
Alright.
but
I got a thief.
Alright.
nervous.
Tell me about it.
Let's go to Kiku.
Oh god.
So you find Ember happily playing with your siblings, and
Hey, buddy. You want to go home? Maybe pretty soon. You can come visit.
okay.
Okay.
Can my brother visit too?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. As soon as we find him, we'll find him for you. I guess that's a thing I have to do now. And can I just punch somebody? Yeah.
I think what's the move?
God and comfort.
No.
your
Plead.
parents.
I feel like there might be something that's more.
No, yeah, Ember is calling on you to live up to your principle of care. So you may, if you choose, deny that call out.
You're the strong one.
I'm
You're
the
not
strong one.
nervous.
Not nervous. I will not deny it.
To clarify, essentially the action that you would I don't know. It doesn't actually require any action. It just shifts your balance. Oh no! On a hit, act as they say, or mark 1 fatigue.
Right.
So the action that Ember is asking for is that you find his brother that he dearly misses because he now has experienced sibling.
Oh, I didn't think about that. I will not deny the call out.
You will not deny it.
No, I will do the thing.
Okay.
And I'll say. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take you to Yudao.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna find your brother. Then we're gonna come get you. We're gonna come back here. We're gonna play. Eventually. We're gonna sit down and have a meal. I can do the jumping thing again.
I'm like half crying and I don't know why. It just seems really sad.
You're.
His heart grew 3 sizes.
I know.
I just wanna read something that's like not relevant to this particular situation. Where is it? Where the fuck? Ember's also afraid of heights, so being carried on Flint's shoulders regularly is a problem.
Oh God.
And this motherfucker grabbed a rope and started flying past.
We're gonna.
This kid is the real MVP today.
This kid is not smart.
No, this kid is daring and confident
And stupid.
and stupid.
Also, his
Confident.
Tell us that.
his drive is go home.
I'm gonna take you home, buddy. And,
Oh, that's tragic.
and we're gonna make sure that everybody sees their siblings a lot more because we're feeling real bad about that right now. Miku, not now. Now.
Was Miko even one of the ones you named?
Miku. Yeah,
was
yeah.
it? Alright, I thought
Miku,
it was like
Tiku,
another.
Miku.
Iku.
Iku.
I really wanted it to be not one you had named before.
Steve, fuck off. Not you, Dad.
There's also the cat, right?
Oh yeah, the cat.
Yeah.
Miyuki.
Yep. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. Everyone's gonna see their siblings, and they're not gonna feel bad, and they're gonna be better. Just better big sibling. You know what? I'm gonna teach you how to firebend.
To think Yuxuan almost had this task.
Yeah. That would have been.
You thought this would be the easier one.
Yeah. Boy, were you wrong.
Feels
Badman.
Badman.
Alright, let's go over to Yuxuan Lan and Taiki. Having a conversation with Yuzhen. You had some follow-up questions? As I understand it?
Yeah.
Oh, mine there too.
Like what specifically is your plan once we work our way into the company?
The
I'm really sorry. We need more details in order to like.
no.
I want to do it.
Understood. Sounds like I think you need to I don't know that he would share that. And since there's uncertainty, I feel like there's a move that needs to be made.
Can I push him?
Wanna say what?
I'd like to push him to do something.
Would you like to call him out?
Yes.
Call him to live up to his responsibility that you know
You
he
have a lot of responsibilities, a lot of
Right.
people underneath you. We
so
wanna make this
shift your
work.
balance away from center,
Fuck.
and then you will roll with his responsibility, which is currently +2.
So just roll 2d6 with +2.
Yep. I don't have a way to roll with NPCs principles. I thought about it.
Oh my god.
That's a miss. But you're 2 away from a weak hit, and you got 2
You have a
people with you. Oh, you have
plus-
+1
you use your-
forward. Did you use your
I
+1
used
forward?
that already.
Damn.
For focus, which I totally didn't need.
You're 2 away from a weak hit, though, and there's 2 of your companions with you. So if they'd both like to spend 1 fatigue to help somehow.
Yeah, I would like to.
Wow, I sound a little bit more reluctant.
He's already at 3.
I'm trying to save so many people.
No, so I would like to help. I think I can use the information I have about this city and what we're doing to help this city. At kind of like, well, why don't we just let the company dissolve on its own, and then the cities themselves can build themselves back up? Like, why do we need to follow your plan? What makes your plan superior?
Okay.
We need
What
to
are the
know-
specifics?
Yeah.
Alright. That's an
Okay.
acceptable help.
Yeah.
Mark of fatigue.
Taiki.
We cannot in good conscience accept your word for it with so much at stake. We just need more
Details.
Okay.
Write it
All so that gets you a weak hit. On a 7 and 9, they challenge your view of the world in turn. Mark 1 fatigue, or they shift your balance as they choose. You're not doing great on balance.
I will take a fatigue.
Hang on. Do I choose or do you choose?
Me choose. Me.
Let me look up balance moves.
Me.
I'm looking it up.
You falling off that ladder there, lad?
Call someone out.
I mean, at least something cool would happen to...
Oh, okay. Yeah, you choose. You choose to
Okay.
mark 1 fatigue,
I'll take
or let
fatigue.
them shift your balance.
I'll take fatigue.
All right. But he challenges your view of the world by essentially just giving you more information about how businesses work. They are essentially just like big businesses, these huge corporations, especially ones that were created during wartime, are juggernauts. They need shakeups to pivot course. The artifact is the only thing large enough in any of our reaches to cause it to pivot. Right now, it's in a downward spiral. We are bleeding assets. We have layoffs. We have a slow spiral towards death, which benefits nobody. These
Because it's
assets
slow.
will molder.
Okay.
Skills will atrophy. People will die without their jobs in the time it takes this to happen. With the artifact, there is hope. With this pending sale that I can hopefully block for long enough, they won't sell off other assets. They won't lay people off. They'll expect to have a windfall. And when that windfall doesn't come in time, we will have to pay our creditors. And when that happens, the business will be dissolved. It won't be a slow spiral. It'll be a dissolution.
How long do you see this taking, if we agree?
That's entirely up to you.
What other resources do you need to help block the sale?
That's essentially...
We're getting very businessy, and I'm so sorry.
That's where it went.
Okay.
That's where this game went.
All right.
That is what I need the most help with. There are buyers, presumably. There are people who are interested in air nomad artifacts. And I need people to scare them off. I need big bids, and I need those bids to go nowhere.
How the fuck?
Kiku.
I'm real good at scaring people, for the record. Out of character. Meta.
She's scary, yo.
She's very scary, yeah.
I'm a strong one.
Are you nervous, though?
I was. I'm not now.
But under the surface,
Trip, trip, trip.
that's enough.
She's as tough as the crust of the earth is. Thank you very much.
You would know.
And I know a thing about... Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, you can tremor sense fucking...
Barely, I would like to point out, barely. That is a learned technique, which you're not great at using yet.
No, Chesa's master now. Fuck off.
Don't harsh my buzz.
Narrator, fuck off. Oh my god. Narrator, are you gassy?
So essentially, you want us to strong arm the bidders away from actually buying up the artifact.
You can.
We are the contingency plan
Yes.
You
to
can.
keep the artifact from being sold.
Yep.
Surely you can hire more intimidating people. Like, I don't.
I can't spend money on this
Okay.
because
Has to be under the table.
that's traceable.
Right.
This can't
Okay.
come back
That
to
makes
me
sense.
or everything blows up. That's why I needed...
Where's what's-her-face?
Can you?
Yeah.
Hiding.
Nowhere near this conversation.
You wanted to keep the artifact away from
I
him.
know!
Because you know he's a capable fighter. Huh?
Nothing.
You say you could take him?
Yeah.
I want to do it. I want to be responsible for more good. On a grander scale.
I do think that his plan benefits the most people.
I think we can help the uncertainty. I think we can go back to him when we need to, and if we encounter a roadblock in making this happen, we can work through it step by step.
How can you help us to get to these bidders efficiently to take them out of the way?
I can't.
Cool.
Can you at
I
least
can
feed us
furnish
information
you
on them?
with who they are and where they are.
I think that's enough for us to go on, at least to... I don't like the plan, but I think we need to do it.
I agree. Let's wait for Kiku, and we should tell Chesa.
And just know that we've kicked your ass once and we can do it again.
Taiki, are you good with this?
Let's find Chesa and Kiku.
Okay.
Okay.
Everyone has to be on board or no one's on board.
Yeah.
And that includes the person who currently has the artifact.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be a whole other thing, convincing Kian Yu that the artifact does the greatest good in the hands of this corporation.
All right.
Wait here.
So, in a nutshell, there's a general reconvening with or without Yuxuan. Just kind of a wait here. We need to continue to confer.
Without, yeah, definitely
Okay.
without.
All right. So a reconvening of the six of you, likely where you found the fuel.
Mm-hmm.
So that scene's set. I will be right back. I need to pee. Very sorry.
It's okay.
This got complicated.
I did.
It's so complicated.
Did!
You know what's not complicated? Going to the Gilded Troll merch store and buying yourself a nice t-shirt, a nice sticker, or a nice tumbler.
Gee, Bayless,
Anything, really.
where can I get the link for that merch store?
Quite simply and quite easily, all you gotta do is just type command merch, and there it is. It's just Spreadshirt.
Except I don't want to.
Amazing Spreadshirt.com.
I don't want to dox anyone, but Moritz ordered merch like 3 times and still hasn't received it. I'm trying to work on it with the fucking merch store.
It's funny that you
awful.
say that because I've got a piece of Gilded
Take
Troll
it
merch
off.
right here.
Do it.
Hey.
Yeah. Look
Wow.
at this awesome baseball tee
shirt.
that you can't see.
Look at that shirt. It's comfortable. It's well made.
Oh my god, a model is wearing our merch.
Yeah, I'm modeling.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Come on, hip athletions.
Sure.
Yeah, can we
except
get
I'm
blue
doing it with,
steel?
like, torso, so like. There you go. That's what you got. I shouldn't even be showing you.
What did I hear about doxing? The fuck?
Oh, Moritz has yet to receive. Moritz, I'm so
Oh
sorry.
my God.
I'm gonna blame the post.
Yeah.
Christ,
I'm
okay.
sorry for that.
Yeah.
God damn.
But yeah, check out the merch store.
Yeah.
And that Discord.
Bayless, please take over my Instagram too. Please.
Okay.
Just take over everything.
All right.
I don't want it.
Careful what you wish for.
Ooh, he
That's
gonna
good.
post thirst traps.
No,
Yes,
I'm
that's
not.
what we need.
Of us.
Just Bayless.
No, like I'll take pictures and then I'll send them to you and you can mark them in a way that is desirable.
Okay.
A lot of Photoshop. Photoshop.
Oh my
Not needed, boo-boo.
Okay.
You beautiful.
So scene set. The three of you were on the board with this plan.
I don't know where
Who's
Taiki.
the three?
I don't know where Taiki ended.
Yeah, I don't know where Taiki's at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
A leader doesn't make a
Yuxuan
decision
and-
until yes.
until he knows where everyone's.
I would follow you to the ends of the earth, Taiki. I trust you.
Okay. Me too.
There's so much confidence in that awkward giggle.
I didn't. Taiki didn't say it. I said it.
Got it. Got it.
Alright. Keanu is just. How did it go? We're not running, so that's good.
We're gonna wait for. We're gonna. Oh wait.
We're all
Kiku and-
together.
Yeah,
Fuck.
everyone's
Sorry,
together.
I missed that.
Ember.
Ember.
He's got a plan that I honestly believe will help the most people, and will eventually get the artifact into the hands of the Avatar. But
Eventually.
it's not yet. They need. The company needs hope to keep going.
Okay.
So that they don't slowly rot, essentially. And they need the hope of the sale and the windfall of money that would provide in order to hold on as long as they can before we drop the floor out from under them.
Oh, instead of
causing however many towns that this company works out of to slowly lay off more and more people in order to remain solvent and cause more and more hardship all throughout the kingdom.
Towns like this one.
Instead of giving the opportunity to have a resurgence independently.
Yeah, that's all well and good. I'm not saying that those aren't great goals to have. But I really need this not to...
You trusted us to deliver the artifact to Toph. And it's going to be our responsibility to stop it from being sold to the highest bidder.
So, I understand that you guys came out here.
That's what I want you to stop it from being sold to the highest bidder.
So I feel like you guys came out here because you wanted to share this with the rest of the group and you wanted to make sure that we're all on board. I feel like there's one person that we don't have on board with this conversation, and that's the Avatar. Like, don't you think that, like, if something's beneficial, he'd make that decision himself?
I don't know him.
Neither do I, but
I don't
like,
either, but I know
he's supposed to be the
can
greatest
get it
guy
to
ever,
him.
right?
Is
Like,
the
if we
artifact... Sorry.
If we relay all of this to him and it's best for everybody, wouldn't he naturally make that decision? It's his.
He's not exactly approachable. He's very busy. He's all over the world.
What were your motivating... Out of...
Yeah.
I'm just removing us a little bit.
Sure. What are Keanu's motivations?
Yeah. Is it just to have the artifact in a place that's safe?
She wanted
the artifact.
She wanted it to be. It is an air nomad artifact, and she wanted it to be in the Avatar's hands.
Okay.
Because he is the last air nomad.
That's well and good.
This is set. Angara is set after the founding of the Air Acolytes, if I recall correctly.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So Aang is the last air nomad, but there is a group of people who are dedicated to preserving their heritage.
Correct.
Would it be possible for us to install Keanu as an archaeologist to watch over the artifact while it is within Sparaketer.
That was literally my job.
So you can continue to do that, just in a different place, while
With different
benefiting
motivations.
so many people. You can still preserve it. You can keep it safe. It's just in a different place for a time.
I'm not much of a saleswoman.
Well, don't sell it too good.
You just need to be there in order to certify its provenance.
I also have a lot of faith you can just market the fuck out of this thing in whatever capacity that you wanted to.
I mean, it is phenomenal.
It's great!
It's incredibly important artifact.
See?
Big fan.
Wait, like you're a big fan of it, or
No, it's a big fan. Am I wrong?
Okay. I thought you were being clever for a second.
Your enthusiasm is invaluable, and you can continue to do exactly what you were going to do anyway.
Oh, but then I have to work for them.
So it's only kind of working for them. We're not actually getting paid.
No.
Then you're not actually working for him. You're working for the artifact.
Wait, there's no pay?
Job.
Chesa?
Helping people
I'll
is its
talk
own
to you
reward.
after.
I feel like 3 different people just called on Chesa to live up to friendship. Someone call Chesa out.
I'm really good at it.
Yeah.
Let's keep on being.
You will literally knock yourself. You will lose your balance if you do it.
Fuck, not me.
Because you have to shift your balance away from center.
I am currently centered. I will do it.
Okay. Which direction would you like to shift your balance?
Towards care, I guess.
Okay.
I'm doing that a lot right
Wow,
now.
so I'm a little
Really
and
upset
then
about it.
now roll with Chesa's friendship, which is currently at so if you just click friendship in the summary sheet, you can roll with Chesa's friendship. Look, it says Chesa's friendship in the chat. How fucking cool is
It's
that?
almost like you can have it for yourself. Hold on.
Oh my god.
Do it. There it is.
On a hit, they are called to act as you say. They must either do it or mark a condition. Chesa, that's your choice. On a 7 to 9, they challenge your view of the world in turn, and you must mark 1 fatigue, or Bayless can shift your balance as he chooses. So what does this conversation look like as you call Chesa out to live up to his friendship?
Chesa, this is gonna sound so weird coming from me, but sometimes you have to do the nice thing for the sake of being nice, right? Like, you can't just... You don't always get something out of it. You don't always get to punch the bad guy in the face. Sometimes you have to... You just have to do the good thing. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you don't have to break some eggs to make an omelet. Sometimes you don't have to get paid to do the good thing for the world and all of the towns like mine.
I'm gonna pat Ember's
And
head
that,
and just go, dude, this is all you're doing. I'm so proud of you.
And Chesa apparently challenges Kiku's worldview. So Bayless, what does that look like?
Uh-oh.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
No. Like, you challenge Kiku's worldview because Kiku only got a weak hit.
Right.
That's a thing. How do you challenge Kiku's worldview? But yeah, okay. So,
I understand.
so you are acting as.
I understand that. Like, I don't need to get that. We're not getting paid. I'm not saying that everything deserves cold hard cash, but I don't feel like the good people are getting the good things out of the end of this bargain right now.
They will? Long term. Short, long term.
Medium term.
This is your town. Are you okay with this?
I tried punching people before and it didn't work out so well, so I'm trying something different right now and it seems to be working. It's icky. I'm trying.
If you're okay with this, I'm okay with this.
Okay, I'm okay with this.
Would you like to mark 1 fatigue, or would you like to let Bayless shift your balance?
I will let Bayless shift my balance.
Bayless, which direction would you like to shift Kiku's balance?
Force or care?
Towards care.
Alright.
Yeah.
I've just rebounded fully now
Yep.
from where we started.
Kiku's heart grew 4 sizes this day.
Oh, God.
I just knew.
The emotional.
And Lan's
fucking
over here
whiplash.
very trusting.
Everybody.
Well,
Everybody. Oh, fuck.
Everybody.
if I may,
You may.
Must you?
everyone else got to.
You're right. I'm sorry. This
Yeah.
is so weird.
I think this is a horrible idea. I don't like it. I think it's bad. I don't trust them. I don't want to do it. However,
God.
you all see something that I clearly cannot. And where there is a majority in people that I trust, I have to believe that there's more there that we can do good than not. However, if this blows up in our faces, I just want it to be on the record. I thought it was a bad idea.
Okay.
You
There's
got
a
it.
lot of howevers.
Yeah.
I'm on a roller coaster.
I had to listen to the roller coaster. You get to hear mine.
Alright. I trust anything you say, it's fine.
I am going to hard shift you to loyalty.
Great. I figured that might come from that.
That was a beautiful
Yeah. But if this blows up, you're going 2 points towards confidence.
You can blame me.
Like, I fucking knew it.
You can blame me.
Great. Okay. Sounds good.
How you doing, Lan?
I'm ready to accept the blame and be the punching bag.
Keanu is floundering. She's taken the fan off of her back and she's just hugging it at this point.
Can I plead with her some more?
She cares what you think, so.
Be the moral compass of us.
Yeah, I was gonna start say that we would amend the plan with Junior to include the point that she is the keeper of the fan up until the point that it is sold and it is out of the company's hands. The fan never leaves her side. If they meet with prospective buyers, she's there with it. She has complete control over the artifact while the company has ownership of it.
You're not actually working for Sparrowkeet. You were the only person that should be trusted with this thing because you have the utmost respect for it.
And you've gotten it out of there before, should the need arise.
What better position could you be while also helping people?
So far away from Sparrowkeet. Someone role plead. So it's Harmony.
I'm gonna let the word bender do it. I'll assist if I need to.
Okay.
And this will get my +1 forward because...
Yep.
I clicked the button. Where's the... What
Did it?
did I... how did
Dice.
it moved because I guess I...
It sounds like user error to me.
So
I
plus
will
1 forward gets you
assist.
to a 9. So you're gonna mark 1 fatigue and help.
Yep.
And you
And
both
I
you
already-
both already
yeah,
said
right.
what you're saying. So that gets you a strong hit. On a 10 plus, they act now and do their best until the situation changes. So it sounds like Keanu's on board.
I really want all this to end with so everything's awful.
It
He
gets
lied to
sold
you.
immediately.
Everyone dies.
They're running around trying to chase down some evil dude that bought the artifact.
It gets sold immediately, and then they bomb Sparrowkeet Station.
Oh my god!
And the gas reservoirs just explode. There's a huge mushroom cloud. Kids
Okay.
show.
Cool guys don't look at
Mushroom.
explosions. Wait, Combustion Man, there was plenty of explosions. Plenty of explosions.
Sparky Boom Man.
Sparky Boom Man.
So, you're gonna have so many stories from Mom and Dad. You got no freaking idea.
So that's what's going on in Taiki's head.
Yeah.
Yeah, with all this doubt and all the like worst case scenarios are just pouring in.
So you take this information back to Yuxuan Jr. And I'm kind of imagining this kind of wrapping up like an epilogue kind of thing where there's a bunch of scenes of people talking, but it's you get the subtitle inaudible. There's a bunch of shaking,
no sound.
hands. Yeah, no sound.
Yeah.
A bunch of shaking hands. You unearth your dirigible and you fly it to Sparrowkeet Air HQ, which is just this massive, essentially, like, imagine like a modern office building where there's like this huge fucking atrium, big fuck off windows and all of that. Like that's like the central area in this humongous dirigible.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically just like it's an entire office building, but it's in the fucking sky.
Dope.
Right? And you meet with Yuxuan Senior, who is a
Waiting outside.
Yuxuan Jr. is the spitting image of his dad, but Senior is old and frail and walks with a cane. And he's in kind of like a corner office, but it's not like a good corner office. It's like jammed in a corner office.
Can we just have a vote of no confidence for him if he seems like feeble?
No, because he owns controlling interest in and of himself.
Fuck. Alright. That's fair. Succession sponsor me.
Good idea.
HBO sponsor me.
Oh, that'd be great.
Oh my god.
HBO sponsor us.
Please.
Warner Media.
So at this point, I kind of want to leave it up in the air as to whether this plan succeeds.
Oh God.
And then if we'd like, we can play again with these characters and have these adventures to stop these buyers.
Oh God.
But you've chosen where this fan goes to. You've chosen a path.
Uh-huh.
That part of the adventure is over, and so the module has ended.
Okay.
So anything we do past this point is
Up in the air.
off
Off the books.
Get it up in the air.
I mean, to be fair, 90% of this session was off the books
Yes, I
anyway. You know, if we want to keep playing these characters, you know, we can do that. You know, later sessions. Turn this into a real campaign, or we can decide, screw the pre-gens, let's start over with characters we like. Maybe with a different, you know, change out a player. I don't know, whatever.
Okay.
That's the end of this story.
End of season 1.
End of season 1.
I like it, but I don't like it because I want to know what happens.
Yeah, right. I'm like,
Like, did we make the right decision or not? Like, I don't know.
Is this end of chapter 1, and the next chapter begins with a whole different group of people that are somehow vaguely connected?
Yeah, well,
like a
yeah.
different
Now
part
you're
of the
just a
world?
bunch of Sparrowkeet Air guards,
Right.
Oh my God! Can we have a bunch of people in a play who reenact our
Not
ex-play?
until we have at least 55 episodes.
Why not?
We can do 55. That seems reasonable.
Okay.
I got
Okay.
That is the end of this adventure. If we'd like, we can continue this adventure another time. Continue another related, you know, the follow-up adventure. Yeah, no, this is. I'm okay with this.
We made a choice.
You made a choice. You
How much of the
to an
module
end.
did you not fucking use?
99% of it. I swear to fuck, I used
Oh,
so little.
God.
that sounds about right for a module.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it went very off the rails, but it also told me very early on that it would go off the rails, and that's fine.
It's just
I
like,
think this, like any like strong narratively based thing. It's like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
this is what we think is going to happen, but it's
Right.
probably not going to happen because
Yeah.
people are unpredictable and you can't
Yeah.
figure
So,
out what's
so
gonna...
the structure of the module as written is you stop at you do all the things that we did last session. That went pretty much exactly as planned, except instead of having a fight at the dirigible, like just an open fight, it was supposed to be a dirigible's broken, get it running while people are like trying to stop you.
Got it.
And then so that was the only change I made last session, and that was because you rolled a miss on here's the plan.
Oh.
And then this session, it would have been if it went by the way the module was. It's literally like you have to stop twice for fuel before getting to Udao. There's 2 choices for where you stop the first time. There's 3 choices for where you stop the second time. They all have interesting roleplay scenarios, blah blah blah. And then you get to Udao, and then there's probably a final encounter because that's how you do modules.
Ugh.
We did none of that. We went to Sparrowkeet Station and decided this is where all of the things are going to happen. I will say Yuxuan Jr. showing up in Sparrowkeet Station in a carriage pulled by ostrich horses was written.
Okay.
It was just significantly more meaningful since you'd already met him and talked to him.
So he's not supposed to be at the... He wasn't even supposed to show up.
He was not even supposed to show up till Sparrowkeet Station.
Damn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would change a little, I guess.
Yeah.
And the module also handles, like, what if they decide to just, like, fly right at Sparrowkeet Air HQ?
Thought about it.
Yeah?
What if we crashed dirigibles?
What if you just fucking airship slice?
Play chicken.
Dope.
So we do it.
Yeah,
Dope.
that was... I had a lot of fun. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah.
I had a fuckload of fun.
No, this was a lot of fun.
I like this.
I think this system actually benefits from longer play.
Mm-hmm.
Very much so.
So I would love to see a campaign of this. So that's definitely on my list of things to get off the ground.
Join our
Which is
Discord
like
to find out when.
10 long.
And who?
But you know what is getting off the ground very, 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 very soon?
What's that, Ian?
What's that, Steph?
Trolls for Hire.
Trolls for Hire.
Arc
Trolls for Hire is coming
2.
back. So we're going to start Arc 2 next week on Sunday. Do we have a starting time for that? I don't think we picked a time yet.
Jordan confirmed. Did we pick a time? You're
I
in that,
don't-
right?
I am in that. I don't know that we picked...
I don't think-
talked about early.
Yeah.
Because I'm not.
Right.
I get
don't
to
know
help
if
write it.
Confirmed that.
You didn't even look at me.
Yeah, that's fine. I saw your hand. I high-fived you.
Follow the
You got
Discord to
writing
find
place.
out what time.
Yeah, join our
Yeah.
Discord. Figure
Yeah,
out what
fuck
time we're starting. But next Sunday, April 17th. I'm
17th!
I'm glad I didn't say August this time. Because I kept saying that Avatar started August 3rd, which is not accurate. April... Fuck. Almost said August again. April 17th, we're going to start up Trolls for Hire Arc 2, the Epsilon Nexus Arc. Jordan, please help me. Who's playing?
Just wait until you
It's
see what happens
me,
in August.
and it's Bayless.
Yep.
Jesse.
Okay. Tim?
New troll, Ginger,
Ginger!
And Tim.
and Mr. Fish Chivalry himself, Tim.
Mr. Fitzchivalry himself.
Kimberly and Fitzchivalry.
I had a really hard time with... I was...
Just wait until August.
Yeah, just wait till August. We're gonna start
You
Avatar.
wait.
We
Yeah.
need something
won't-
really good for August
Oh
now.
god, now you have to start Avatar again in August.
I would
That's
like
way
to start
too
it
long.
way sooner
Jesus
than
fuck.
August.
Yeah, that's like 4. Come on, Moose. What
Jesus,
do you?
Well,
Moses.
he's got time to come up with like a whole,
So the way that Avatar is written, it's actually more of a group activity to figure out what the campaign is even about. Like there's a bunch of guidance in the book about like actually like picking an era, and then picking an inciting incident and an arc, and it's actually really neat. I would like to try those rules. So I would love to do that. Just pick a group of people with absolutely nothing in mind and start playing. And then I have a week from that session 0 to figure out where the content is happening. So Avatar will happen soonish.
But Trolls for Hire next
Trolls
week.
for Hire next week. And then I am also planning on getting Fall of Kings off the ground, which is a homebrew setting. Using it's a D&D game. Let me clarify. It's a D&D game using Call of Cthulhu rules. It's gonna be weird.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Sounds
I'm
like
intrigued.
It's gonna be weird.
Yeah.
I am intrigued.
But because I'm an absolute fucking madman, having never GM'd Call of Cthulhu before, I'm going to homebrew the system and just tear out Sanity and replace it. Because I'm an idiot.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna
You're
be
gonna
amazing.
Fine.
No, it's gonna be
Great.
amazing. Yeah, no, I'm
Be
super
good.
excited about it. Trolls for Hire next week. Stay tuned. Join the Discord for all the other news. That's
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Instagram, Twitter,
Madam Producer Lady.
fucking whatever. We haven't rated Scarlequin yet, and they're playing D&D. Scarlequin.
Scarlequin. Alrighty.
They're playing D&D. They're playing Curse of Strahd.
Chris Strahd.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Episode 5.
I know
Oh,
Scarlequin from Christian stream.
oh, neat.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Cool.
they good people.
They're doing Donda.
Dunda.
Done.
Again?
Dunda.
And it's only episode 5, so it's
Yeah.
early enough for you to get in and understand what the fuck is going
Yeah.
on.
Hey.
They probably already talked to Madame Ava.
They won't have a snark,
Hopefully.
so it'll be subpar.
They won't have a
but, You
snark.
know, it's
I mean, maybe.
Or
who
Gramps.
knows?
They
or,
probably,
you know.
yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna
we're gonna go raid them.
Arguably the best characters in that arc. Whatever.
Thanks for being here,
Well, one of them.
and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.